Andy Martin, congratulations. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Champman FPL Game Week 31. And it's live. Don't know why I decided to add the fucking sound effects to go with that. Afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone's well. Congratulations to our Leeds United followers. Not only are you promoted to the Premier League, you are confirmed as champions. Very well done. Look forward to playing you twice next year. Probably getting fucking beat twice by you as well as it goes. Right, as usual, shout outs. Simple Goal FPL, James Alappin, Ragtime Willie, Lordy Leroy, Motley Barnett's FPL Panda, Talon Nadeem 90. FPL FOMO, CM Scout FPL is on the tweets today. My friend Rob Pick and FF Scout Luke, thank you very much for all you do. And of course, I'm going to be fucking really straightforward about this. A special shout out to my mate Andy Martin. And I mean that, mate. Well done. Welcome to Team Planet FPL as our Leeds United correspondent. Many congratulations to you, mate. I've only got Viduka though, so I don't give a fuck if you get beat today. Apologies for being a little bit late. I was trying to keep up to date with what was happening with Wigan in the Championship. Paul Cook is on the pitch at Charlton, where he was a couple of minutes ago. Absolutely raging with the officials. I don't know what's happened there, but Charlton got a late equaliser, which means currently that Wigan, should they get the 12-point deduction imposed on them, hold a 13-point lead over Hull and Luton. Hull and Luton kick off against each other in 20 minutes. Bet you fucking damn right I'm keeping an eye on what's happening in the Championship today for you guys. So, in terms of Champman FPL, which is obviously our main focus of the day, I made one free transfer to my team and rolled another. Ruud van Nistelrooy sold, fairly straightforward for Mark Viduka. It was a choice for Viduka or Henry. I've decided to go with Viduka mainly because I didn't have Viduka, and I definitely want Viduka in game week 32. That's what's edged me towards Viduka over Henry. I've captained Viduka as well. So I'm lining up this week with a 3-4-3 of David Seaman, Ashley Cole, Jerry Ferry, Taggart, Sammy Hippier, Klaus Jensen gets another start for me, James Scowcroft, who's my vice again, Stephen Gerrard, Kieran Dyer, who I strongly considered leaving out in spite of the amazing form he's in, Alan Shearer, Kevin Phillips, captain is Mark Viduka, my bench is Mark Poom, Igor Biscan, Richard Rufus, and Jolyon Lescott. Every time I leave Rufus out, he gets a fucking clean sheet. And I've just left him out at home to the worst mother trucking team in the league, who also have Freddie Canute injured. Luke, I'm trusting you there'll be goals in that one. Let's have a look at our team news then, which I haven't seen any of it yet. And obviously just the 9 games today. No game for Manchester United. They were due to play Bolton today, postponed because of their involvement in the League Cup final. They will obviously double in game week 32 away to Ipswich and that rescheduled fixture against Manchester United. I'm probably looking at a -4 to get 3 of them in. That's where I'm probably at the moment. And then they walk into a blank, don't they? So I'll prepare to get away from the blank. And then my plan at the moment is to wildcard for their second double and go back into them. That's probably my strategy at the moment. I would be amazed if on Tuesday night, and I believe we are Tuesday night, that I'm not triple captaining Ruud van Nistelrooy. I'd be amazed if that's not the case. So, team news for today. We will start at Ewood Park. Feels like unusual to start there. Where Blackburn Rovers host Chelsea today. Chelsea playing in blue, so definite kick clash if you ask me. It's 3-5-2 is the system for Blackburn today. And it's flat 3-5-2. Sander Vesterveld in goal. The back three is Wetherall, Curtis, Berg. The midfield 5 from right to left, no attacking, no defensive arrows, is Lundviksen, 2 guy. Ronald de Boer central of this. David Dunn and Damien Duff. Matt Janssen and Marcus Bent are the front 2. On the bench for Blackburn, Alan Kelly, Corrado Grabby, James Thomas, Egil Ostenstad and Graham Lasso. Chelsea obviously missing the injured Idaho Johnson. I know he was about 70%, but was always very, very unlikely to play at that fitness level, and he's not in the team. Chelsea are 4-4-2. Small attacking arrows for the two wide men, Zenden and Carboni. Chelsea are Kudicini in goal. Back four of Melchiot, Desai, Terry, and Babiaro. Midfield four is Carboni, Lampard, Petit, Zenden, Forsell, and Gianfranco Zola up front. On the bench for Chelsea, Mark Goodlad, Leon Knight, Albert Frere, Jesper Gronkiar, and William Gallas. To the Valley then, where Charlton host West Ham. West Ham well adrift of safety, unfortunately, but at least their status in the modern Premier League is secure for another season. Now, look at that. Here's the link to the stream. Rob Pick, he's all over them tweets today, isn't he? Until obviously West Ham will struggle again next season in the Premier League. And they will guarantee safety around about game week 36, game week 37 next season. Then they'll probably have a season where they finish about 10th. Get their dicks in the hand, get a bit excited about themselves. Starts bad in the next season, sack another manager, 2-year cycle of shit, up to 10th, 2-year cycle of shit, 10th. Wash and repeat, West Ham. This is your life. I feel like I needed a red book for that comment. Charlton are 4-4-2. Dean Kiley in goal. Luke Young at right back. Richard Rufus and Mark Fish at the centre halves. Paul Konchesky 4.0. Is he on anyone's radar? Starts at left back. Midfield four is Mark Kinsella. Scott Parker comes in for the absent Gary McAllister. Klaus Jensen plays, so does Jason Wilcox. Small attacking arrows for Wilcox and Kinsella. Yule and Bartlett up front. On the bench for Charlton, Ben Roberts, Andy Reid, Jonathan Fortune, John Robinson and Danny Shitu. West Ham start with no Paolo Di Canio. In spite of that absence of Freddie Canute. Fucking hell, with Rufus on this bench, I'm going to get done, aren't I? 4-4-2 for West Ham. They are James in goal. Back four of Song, Repka, Irekpen and Soma. Midfield four, Sinclair, Steve Lomas, Joe Cole, Courtois. Small attacking arrows for Sinclair and Courtois. Paul Kitson, partners Jermaine Defoe up front. On the bench for the Hammers. Shaka Hislop, Jermaine Genus, Don Hutchison, Leon Phelan and Christian Daly. To Pride Park, where Derby County host Arsenal today. It's a 3-5-2 for Derby County. Ravanelli and Christie playing as split forwards. They are Mark Poom in goal. The back three is Lescott, Carbonari, Riggott. Carbonari can step out from that central centre-half position. Paul Buertin and Stefano Aranio are the wing-backs. Small attacking arrows for them. Midfield three is Craig Burley, Simo Valakri and Adam Murray. Up front, Malcolm Christie and Fabrizio Ravanelli as split forwards. On the bench for Derby, Andy Oakes, Georgie Kinclardy, Daniele Dano, Tonton Zola Makoko is a substitute. And so too is Yul Maweni. Wow. Thierry Henry is a substitute for Arsenal. Carnu starts up front. Big call. We knew Henry was 90% fit. There's always a risk, but I thought he would play. I didn't really doubt it, actually. So Thierry Henry not in the Arsenal lineup. Neither is Tony Adams. It's Carnu up front for Arsenal. So Arsenal are 4-4-1-1. David Seaman in goal. The back four is Lee Dixon, that other fella. Martin Keown, Ashley Cole. Midfield four, Ray Parler, Albertini, Van Bronckhorst, Pires, Bergkamp as an attacking arrow from an AMC position to support Carnu. Henry is a substitute with Tony Adams. Francis Jeffers, Matthew Upson and Richard Wright make up that Arsenal bench. But yeah, that is headline news on Henry. I imagine there are a lot of you that have him as captain. He will get on that pitch today. That's almost a certainty, I would say. You've just seen a message come up from FPL Captain because he's sending me all the data, which I'll come on to in a bit. But there's someone who's played the triple captain on Henry and they have Ruud van Nistelrooy as their vice. I feel like somewhere in here there was some thought process. That's how I feel. So we're going to play a triple captainship. Okay, cool. Henry, yeah, good fixture. Yeah, let's go with him because Van Nistelrooy is not playing. Oh no, I'll put the vice captaincy. Anyway, Moving on. I love it. Fulham play Ipswich at Craven Cottage. Here we can find these bastards. Fulham 4-4-2. Plenty of attacking hours for the midfielders as per usual. It's Van der Sar in goal. Back four is unchanged. Morrison, Goma, Coleman, Higginbottom. It's Goldbeck, Malbronk, Collins, Stolters. The midfield four. Collins, no attacking arrow. The other three do. Marley, Bar, Morte up front, which means, as per usual, Luis Sahara is a substitute, along with Stephen Foster, Elvis Hammond, Lucas Cornwall, and Steve Crowdson. For Ipswich, 5-2-1-2 system. Arrows all over the place. Maurizio Tirico and Jamie Clapham are your fullbacks in a flat back five with big attacking arrows up to halfway. Titus Bramble is the central of that back five with Herman Haraldsson and Thomas Godso wide of him. They're tasked to go out into the fullback positions. You'd have seen this one before. Matteo Sereni is obviously in goal. From central midfield, Bjorn Gunnarsson pushes into a midfield position rather than centre-half, but he's tasked with getting back to centre-half. Martin Reusser plays just to the right of him with an attacking arrow. Jason Kumas starts an attacking midfield position but has to drop in deep. Marcus Stewart, Finidi George up front on the bench for the Tractor Boys. Keith Brannigan, Amir Kamic, Aaron Armstrong, Pablo and Jim Magilton. To Anfield, obviously a big game on Merseyside. Liverpool against Everton. They love each other, really. 4-4-2 for Liverpool does not contain Igor Biscan, who I left out this week as first sub. That's not the worst thing in the world. They are Chris Kirkland in goal in the continued absence of the suspended Jersey Dudak. Jamie Carragher plays right back. Stephen Wright partners Sammy Hippier in central defence. John Honorisa plays left back. Jamie Redknapp partners Stephen Gerrard in the centre of midfield for Liverpool. Small attacking arrows for Danny Murphy and Richie Partridge in the wide positions. Emil Heskey and Robbie Fowler up front. Michael Owen is a substitute. Was obviously extremely doubtful. He is a substitute. So too is Jari Lippmanen. So too is Smitsa and Hegem. The subkeeper is David Miskelly. Everton play same system as Ipswich. So save me from the attacking arrows for repeating everything. Each Gerrard in goal. The back five, therefore, from right to left. Watson, Weir, Stubbs, Unsworth, Naismith. Wide centre halves to go wide. Fullbacks to push up. Thomas Gravison has to drop in from central midfield. Leon Osman gets a start. He can push forward. Tamori Kutzbaya playing a similar role to Jason Kumas today. It's Duncan Ferguson and Thomas Radzitsky up front for Everton. On the bench, Steve Simonson, Kevin Campbell, Scott Gemmell, Nicholas Alexanderson and Abel Xavier. For Leeds United against Newcastle. Big game this one. Viduka starts, Hart starts, Kuehl starts, Stephen McPhail starts for Leeds United in the central midfield position. Ayel Berkovic not in the starting lineup, and no sooner had Luke said on his stream in the week that Gary Kelly is one of the few players that could play 38 games in a season. Guess what? He ain't playing. He's a substitute. Alan Mabry plays right back. Leeds are Martin in goal. Back four, Mabry, Radaby, Woodgate, Hart. Obviously, Rio Ferdinand's out for a few weeks. Midfield four, Lee Bowyer, Olivier Decour, Stephen McPhail and Harry Kuehl. Robbie Keane, as usual, in support of Mark Viduka. Some more attacking arrows for the fullbacks, Hart and Mabry. On the bench, Gary Kelly, Ayel Berkovic, Dominic Matteo, David Batty and subkeeper Paul Robinson. For the Toon Army, who are obviously without Marcelino through injury. Andy O'Brien plays at centre-half. Norberto Solano plays right back. Craig Bellamy plays central midfield. Christ, I don't think on paper it looks ridiculously offensive. It's Shay Given in goal for the Toon Army. Back four of Solano, O'Brien, Chettle and Wayne Quinn. The midfield four from right to left is Kieran Dyer back on the right, Mercedes and Bellamy central, Lauren Robert left midfield. Robert and Dyer have small attacking arrows. Cole Court and Alan Shearer up front. On the bench, Jimmy Walker, Robbie Elliott, Danny Cadamartri, Warren Barton. And it looks like Antonis Sapunsis has finally been banished from that starting 11. And I think that's why you've got the oddity there of Bellamy in central midfield and Solano at right back. Leicester against Southampton. This feels like the final fixture of Leicester to end their good run. Will today be the day where they go off? Always a possibility, playing against the Southampton side who cannot be trusted. Leicester City are 4-4-1-1. I think the main news here is that your players, whatever you own, start. If I've got that wrong, I'm sorry. Muzzy is a substitute. Leicester are Tim Flowers in goal this week. Back four is Frank Sinclair, Matt Elliott, Matt Heath, Jerry Taggart. Damien Delaney plays central midfield with Dennis Wise. Andy Impey on the left of midfield. Robbie Savage right. Scowcroft as usual in support of Dean Sturridge. He's playing AMC, not right up front. Sturridge. On the bench, Ian Walker, Joby McAnuff, Trevor Benjamin, Muzzy Izzy and Adi Akinbaye. Southampton are 4-4-2. It's Moss in goal. Petrescu, Dodd, Lundekvan, Bridge to back four. Tessem, Draper, Ray, Svensson. The midfield four. Small attacking arrows for Tessem and Svensson in the wide areas. James Beattie and Marion Pahars up front. On the bench for Saints, Paul Jones, Kevin Davis, Andres Kakaris, Rory Delap and Scott McDonald. I see Delap on the bench. He's played just about every other position other than substitute over the last month or so. Sunderland host Middlesbrough at the Stadium of Light. Julio Arca does play, but he's at left back. Michael Gray is back in the team and plays ahead of him. Thomas Southampton is in goal with Neil Sullivan suspended. The back four for Sunderland is Danny Mills, Issa, Emerson Tome and Arca. Small attacking arrows for Mills and Arca. The midfield four is Bart Williams, McCann, Medina, Gray, Sibon and Phillips as what seems like always together up front. Jamie Ashdown, George McCartney, David Bellion, Gary Till, Thomas Butler on the Sunderland bench in the Weir T Derby, I guess. Although as was pointed out to me yesterday when someone said Middlesbrough were in Yorkshire, and I was like, it's Brian Blades Attack. And I was like, are they? And I checked. And I said barely. He was like, no, you're Yorkshire, you're not Yorkshire. I've never heard them to refer to themselves as they're from Yorkshire before. Maybe they just don't want to be a part of Yorkshire. And as someone pointed out to me, nobody considers Middlesbrough a fucking derby. They line up at 4-4-2. Crossley in goal. The back four, Stockdale, Fester, Southgate and Flash, Dean Gordon. The midfield four is Greening, right midfield. Inson Somerville central. Alan Johnson, the postman, left midfield. Boxic and Rickard up front. Small attacking arrows for Johnson and Greening. On the bench for Borough, Schwarzer, Whelan, Arturo Bernhardt, Ian Pearce and Dean Windass. And finally to White Hart Lane. Come on, you Spurs. Quinton Fortune plays central midfield. That's the notable team news here on the Spurs lineup. It is a 3-4-2-1. Selakovic and Sheringham both at AMC. It's Keller in goal. Back three of Richards, Perry, Bunjevcevic, Anderton and Ziga. Big attacking arrows at wing back. Fortune and Poyet, central midfield. Selakovic and Sheringham both in support of Rebroff. On the bench for Spurs, Cliff Mardulia, Simon Davis, Ledley King, Gary Doherty and Stefan Everson. And Villa are 4-4-2. Bosco Balaban is a substitute. Lord Staunton starts for Villa at left back. It's Schmeichel in goal. Melberg right back. Alpine and Barry centrally. Lord Staunton left back. Midfield two are Merson and Boateng. Stone and Ginola have small attacking arrows in the wide areas. It's Dion Dublin and Juan Pablo Angel up front. Balaban is joined on the Villa bench by Darius Vassell, Mustafa Haji, Peter Enkelman, and one of my favourite ever Spurs fullbacks, Stephen Carr. 2 minutes to kick off. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. I'll take you through the ownership captaincy numbers once I've had a big swig of this shit. Woo! Nice. Right. So we already got a bit of a spoiler there, I think, on the ownership captaincy numbers. That one triple captainship has been played. It is on Thierry Henry, and Ruud van Nistelrooy is the vice captain for that triple captaincy. 5 bench boosts played, only 5 wild cards. Very interesting. I think there might be a mini surge of them next game week, possibly. Not a single free hit played, which I'm a little surprised about considering Manchester United's absence from the game week. Some people do tend to seem to panic at these sort of moments. Not the right week for it, but not a single one played. Thank you, FPL Captain, my man, on the graphics as per usual. Give him a follow, you know, the usual spot up here, Captain with a K. A big shout out as well to Talon Nadeem for providing FPL Captain Chris with these stats today. Much appreciated. A massive shout out. My patrons would agree with this. Shout out to FPL Panda, Rob Chetty, for the work he's doing on our Patron Champions League competition. The first leg of the last 32 games are today. I'm not even sure who I'm playing, actually, but I'm going to beat you either way. Right. Ownership. Viduka, 69.5% owned. Van Nistelrooy, 64.5%. Selakovic, 55.5%. Seaman, 53%. Festa, Ashley Cole Hariderson, all above 44% owned. Wilcox, Johnson, Shearer, Kylie, Scowcroft, Ian Hart, all above 30% ownership. Laurent Blanc, Jerry Taggart and Thierry Henry are roundabouts to 28-27%. Bloody hell, how many dead teams have we got here now, guys? Ruud van Nistelrooy is captained by 53%. Mate, you should send out like some emails to people to say, don't forget your teams, guys. Manchester United aren't playing this week. 15% of Captain Thierry Henry, 8% Mark Viduka, 4.7% Alan Shearer, 3.5% for Scowcroft, 3% on Veron as well, just over 1% on Phillips. Redbroth, York, Beckham, Owen, Sturridge all have between 0.6 and 0.7%, but all these numbers will feel a little bit false because there's over 55% of captaincy there on Ruud van Nistelrooy and Juan Sebastian Veron, and they ain't playing. Where does it go? I would suspect the majority of that will land on Mark Viduka. Ah, shit. Look at FPL Captain's message in the chat. Don't mind me. I'll just have a smoke in the corner while you all work out what's wrong here. So, yeah, I'm reading the old data. It's just because I started with the chips, I ended up going up the wrong way. Right, let's start that again. Someone edit that and delete it. The games are kicked off, by the way. We're over a minute in. Right, let's try again. I was right, though. It's all going to land on Viduka. Right, correct ownership numbers. Viduka, 78.2%. Selakovic, Seaman, Van Nistelrooy all over 50%. What a fuck up I am, mate. Festa, Hariderson, Ashley Cole, Wilcox, Ian Hart, all above 40%. Ian Hart's exactly 40, actually. Johnson, Scowcroft, Shearer, Kylie, Taggart, all over 30%. Blanc, Omri, Phillips, Sturridge, McPhail, Gerrard, Stolzers, Valakri, and Klaus Jensen, all above 20%. What a fucking game. This is why, you know, people go, get James on Sky Sports, he's a pro. This is why nobody's called me yet. Captaincy this week, 43.3% is on Mark Viduka, 12% dead on Van Nistelrooy, 11% is on Omri, 7.2% James Scowcroft, Selakovic, Kevin Phillips of 4%, Redbroth and Shearer 3%, and just a little smidgen over 1% for Ian Hart, Veron, and Dean Sturridge. This time I've got it right. Thank you, Chris, FPL Captain, for highlighting it in the proper correct manner for me. Most transferred in this game week. Won't be surprised, I think, to see that Stephen McPhail has 112 new owners. Mark Viduka has 98. Ian Hart, 95. Sturridge, 52 new owners. Phillips, 49. Redbroth, 46. Wilcox, Scowcroft, Taggart have also been bought by 25 or more. Little bits and pieces for Tarico, Selakovic, Arca, Mabry and Poyet. Most transferred out this week. Won't be a surprise to hear that it's Ruud van Nistelrooy. There's just 142 owners. York's lost 53, Baka 45, Veron, Silvestre, Canute, Ashley Cole, Craig Burley all lost over 20. And Daryl Powell, Valakri, Lescott, Biscan, Thierry Henry, that prick at centre half for Arsenal, Michael Owen, Henrik Pedersen, Ricardo Gardner have all lost a little bit. First update of the day is in, comes for Filbert Street. Dean Sturridge almost lights up proceedings early on. He nutmegs Jason Dodd and drives a vicious shot towards the top corner. But it is a great save from Moss, and Lundic fam clears. And yeah, FPL captain saying, I think you're looking at last week's numbers, mate. Brilliant. Taylor said, had a heart attack that the spreadsheet had corrupted or what? Sorry, mate. My bad. Yes, Taylor did not supply incorrect data. Neither did FPL captain. I decided to read everything out in a little bit different order and just swiped a little bit too high because I'm a bit lame like that. Blackburn lead Reading in the Championship. Blackburn still have an outside shot, I believe, of the champion of the playoffs. No, they don't actually, according to my league table. Ignore that shit. They lead Reading. It's essentially a nothing game. But Chris Kamara's there. It does mean, yes, a draw for Luton and Hull would mean that Wigan would definitely stay up if they win their final fixture, which I'm going to be honest, don't know who that's against, but it will be at home to someone, if that matters at all at the moment. But I got a little soft spot for Bricky and Luton, having spent some time there, that I'd like them to stay up as well, but I really want Wigan to stay up. Update from Craven Cottage, almost an early goal for Fulham. John Collins breaks into space and fires a fierce shot, which Sereni does well to parry away. Fulham are attacking, sensing the first goal may be important here. Let's see who's in our chat. Who's our captain today, everybody? Let us know. Another hoot saying Hull started their game strong v Luton. Optimus saying Henry will score 2 goals like sub. I have info. Yeah, of course you do, mate. Mark Dorney's got Scowcroft captain today. Neil Murray, afternoon everyone. The girlfriend had kids and kids left an hour ago to go to the in-laws for a week. So hello beer and champ man. Mate, let's all go to Copenhagen. He had many of you might have seen Neil's tweet in the week, which bless, that was extremely kind of you to say, Neil. Cardiff lead up Middlesbrough in the Championship. Which is potentially big in terms of promotion picture. Cardiff hold 6th place in that at the moment. Borough are probably just about safe. But yeah, I had a chat with Neil Murray for about an hour in midweek as part of the deal with our top tier of patrons, and it absolutely flew by. A brilliant little chat, and thank you for your comments afterwards, Neil. Let's see, lots of Vidukas. Pet Talk's got Phillips. Angus McPhail's got Scowcroft. Joe Jenkins, Scowcroft. Oh, excuse me. Storm Legacy's gone Bartlett. Jay's gone Salakovic. Alex Payne says Risa. Am I the only one? I would anticipate so, mate. As he's saying 2-0 Blackburn. I'm going to be about a minute behind Azzy because I'm watching it on the app. I'm just kind of glancing at it when I can and stuff. I can't bother to have the small thing sitting in front of me today. I'll just glance when I've got a minute or so. Michael Denfor's gone to Ian Hart, captain. Dave Perrins, Viduka captain, as always. Plenty of Viduka captainers out there. Rams gone Sturridge. FPL captains on Super Kev. Sadakovic captain. Gary Robinson saying Wigan play Fulham last game. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not great. That's not great at all. That's not great. What a quiet start to Champ Man. We are 7 minutes in or so. 7.5. And no goals yet. What's going on here? Very tidy finish for Blackburn. I bet that's Armstrong. It is Adam Armstrong. He's a good little player, you know. Good little forward. I actually think he's someone who might excel in the Premier League for a lower half side. Followed his career a little bit because I had a Newcastle mate who kept banging on about him when he was there. Goal for Chelsea. That's the first one of the day. They're in front at Ewood Park against Blackburn Rovers. As Luke said on his stream, when you expect something from them, it doesn't happen. And when you don't, it tends to. Chelsea are ahead. The goal scorer is the little Italian maestro, Gianfranco Zola. He's been assisted by his strike partner, Mikel Forsell. Blackburn 0, Chelsea 1 at Ewood Park. So as it would stand in the Championship, Cardiff would secure a playoff place. That would be, the playoff lineup would be confirmed as Cardiff, Nottingham Forest, plus Fulham and one of Brentford and West Brom. I didn't get to watch any of the Brentford game at Stoke today, but I cannot believe that they fucked it up. That might be very harsh of me to say so, having not watched the game, but that's fucking it up. And the win keeps Stoke safe, which I'm pleased for our friend Jamie FPL Potter that they're safe. Brendan Davis, Fulham are locked in on the playoffs, so it might be alright for Wigan. Yeah, it could be. Another hoops, if Fulham win today, could get automatic, Brendan. Are they playing now, Fulham? I think they are, aren't they? So yeah, in theory, if Fulham were to win their last 2 games, West Brom lose their final game and Brentford fail to win, Fulham, who are home to Sheffield Wednesday now, could still get automatic promotion, remarkably, considering their goal difference is 39 inferior to Brentford as it stands. On the Zola goal, it's his first goal, the first goal of the day. He meets Forsell's pass on the left on the half volley, cashing it sweetly and firing into the top corner before Westerveld can react. Can Blackburn find a response? When's the final games of them, guys? Is it next Saturday? Arsenal have the lead at Pride Park. The goal scorer is Thierry Henry's replacement, Nwankwo Kanu. No assister on that. Kanu has given Arsenal the lead at Derby, 1-0 to the Gunners. Is it next Saturday, is it? The final games? Graham S saying, listen to your Wigan pod this morning, James. Really enjoyed it. Thank you, mate. I've got affinity with Hull City due to my other half's family, so I'm not sure what to root for today. If your affinity is Hull City, mate, root for them, mate, isn't it? That's fair enough. Bradley Barker saying Cardiff getting back up would be funny. Would be awful. Fair games to them if they did. But I think you'd heavily fancy Brentford if they ended up in them playoffs. I'd like to see Forest come back up, personally. Decent club. I'd never been to City Ground. I'd like to see Forest come up. Not that I'm fucking getting anywhere at the moment, am I? Andrew might saying Wednesday night final games. Really? As he asked an interesting question, do you miss Saturday 3 PM Premier League kickoffs? Well, Azzy, no. I don't miss shit. I miss nothing. Why have they put the final championship games on at the same time as United and West Ham and that, mate? Why don't they just put them all on Thursday or something? Or leave it till next Saturday. There's no football next Saturday. Fuck, they're playing at. I don't know. I bet the playoffs start as early as the Saturday. Is that what it is? Did the playoffs start that early? Chris Hermes is saying West Brom will beat us, QPR in brackets, without getting out of second gear midweek. So he's saying West Brom will wrap up the second promotion spot. By the way, if anybody knows any Brentford fans, fucking holler me. Like, seriously. I mean, some correspondence spots are quite easy to fill. Some of them less so. On the Kanu goal, impudent from the Nigerian, Poom slices his clearance after a short back pass. Kanu collects it wide on the right, a long way out, takes one touch and then chips the Estonian, who is left flailing at thin air. Great start for Arsenal. Quiet start at Ellen Road, but we now have an injury to tell you about. And it is to Leeds United fullback Alan Maybury. He's got a gash leg. What boots are these people wearing? Gary Kelly is now coming on. Don't miss a game. You were right, Luke. Goal at Filbert Street. It'd be a popular one for James Scowcroft owners. The assist goes to Andrew Impey. James Scowcroft has given Leicester City the lead against Southampton. Leicester 1, Saints 0. Scowcroft goal assist for Andy Impey. Fulham have the lead against Sheffield Wednesday. Neeskens Cabano is the goal scorer in the championship. Meh, I've just seen it. Dave Perrins, Kieran Smith is a Brentford fan. Fucking note to self. Do me a favour, Dave. Just smash me his handle in the DM if you can. It doesn't have to be now, just whenever you remember. I'd appreciate that. Plenty happy with the Scowcroft goal. Brendan Davis, Joe Jenkins, Billy Hadaway's got him as captain, so too Graham S. Ed Cannon, Neil Murray, Dick Wellington, Mark Dorney, Scala. Fucking hell. It doesn't do you nothing around here trying to be a trendsetter, does it? Fucking hell. I bought him 2 weeks ago. Where you fuckers been? Angus McPhail, Captain Scully, another hoots. Hey! Ed Cannon, Captain Scully never disappoints. Try it for 38 game weeks, see how you get on. And it's a superb header from Scowcroft. Impey has produced a steady stream of good crosses throughout the season, and this is another. Curling into the area from the byline, Scowcroft meets it firmly and finds the bottom corner. Thank you very much for that, Dave. Simple Goal FPL. Appreciate that, mate. Because they're fucking thin on the ground. I tried looking for some last night and I didn't have any joy. When you've got a minute as well, add some comments and tell me if he's like suitable or if he's a serial killer or anything. Don't worry, I won't approach him until they've gone up. I just want to find one. Goal for Liverpool in the Merseyside derby. Spit it carefully and quietly. Jamie Carragher is the scorer and his mate fucking Steven Gerrard's got the goal. Like Liverpool 1, Everton 0. Jamie Carragher with the goal. An assist for Steven Gerrard. Fucking hell, it'll all kick off there, won't it? Carragher goal, Gerrard assist. People still messaging in about Scowcroft. Yeah, those who are putting things like Blackburn concede, it's all going on. Try and put championship. You're going to scare people, or other people are going to think you're doing spoilers and stuff. So make it clear if you're doing it, guys. And while you're there, if you're having fun, give the video a like. Who captained Sean Bartlett this week? Who did it? There you go. Bartlett goal. Assist for Jason Yule. Charlton 1, West Ham 0. Bartlett goal. Jason Yule assist. The Addicts lead the Irons. Benny Blanco says, James, what was that accent? Shocking. No one else is saying it was shocking, mate. Jay says above, nice scouse. Max says, phew, not hippier. As he's saying, 2 players who supported Everton as kids. They all fucking supported them. Robbie Fowler, Ian Rush, they all supported Everton and they all played for Liverpool. Everton need to have a long look at their history and wonder what they were doing with their life. Yes, as pointed out by someone in the chat, Reading have scored at Blackburn in the Championship. John Swift, highly rated young players, scorer there. Although I'm going to be honest, any time I've watched him, I thought he's distinctly average when I've seen him play for England under 21s and that. Spirit Blues, hello Sean, you're in, saying red shite. I just dished your team a bit, but yeah, you go, look, he says at the bottom, it was shocking. Storm Legacy, I watched a bit of the watch along by a Reg channel against Arsenal. I now think everyone in Merseyside sounds like Jamie Carragher. A fine team move involving Partridge and Redknapp ends in Gerrard's cross, finding Jamie Carragher. He bullets the header into the goal and goes absolutely crazy. A derby goal for Carra. Sorry to have to read that out to you, Sean, at Spirit Blaze. Abitrava saying Swift is class. Another hoots. Not sure I want to read that back out. Rob Pick saying James auditioning for Brookside. Gary Shepherd said, to be fair, the accent wasn't your best. Look, they're fucking playing each other, and it's my stream. The Charlton front two have gone about their business efficiently this season, and it continues here. A neat through ball from your releasing Bartlett, who makes no mistake as he slides the ball beneath James and into the corner. Let's be honest, there's a reason why I haven't pulled out the Scouse accent since game week 31. I know it's not the best. It's no Shul Amiyubi. Storm Legacy, Captain Bartlett returns. Thank you. Too bad I already liked the stream. Don't need a return. Bradley Parker, can you do a Black Country one though? Fucking hell. You lot sound so depressed. I'm not going to lie. So, year Friday night, had a great time. We got the train from Wolverhampton down to fucking Dudley, right? Went to the strip club and, oh fuck me, you want to see the girls in there? Amazing, mate. Fucking hell. When you lot go to other places and try and chat people up, that's bad times, mate. Ah, fucking more bad times. Villa are ahead at White Hart Lane. Goal scorer is Gareth Barry, and Alpire has the assist. Sounds like Spurs have defended the corner well here, but then it's Champman FPL. You never quite know. Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 1. Gareth Barry with the goal. Alpire with the assist. Adam English says, only like the stream when you get a return. Oh. Better all hope that we're singing Mark Viduka very shortly then, I think. When King asked if I'm having a stroke. Not yet, although you won't be able to see it. Have you ever had a twitch in your eye? I've had a twitch on my eyelid for about 24 hours now. Anyway, I can't get rid of it. It's still there now, but you can't see it. Doing my fucking head in. Optimus saying Tottenham will win. Don't worry. Optimus is alright. I'm going to sleep fine. Wonderful finish, say the official account. Alpine knocks the ball down for Barry inside the area. He has plenty to do with his trusty left foot, but he looks for the far top corner of a curling shot and finds it. I'm going to presume from Bradley Parker's laughing emojis that I haven't just lost every fucking Wolverhampton follower that I have. Burlow's pen, as a Reading fan who's watched Swift week in, week out, I confirm that John Smith is absolutely nothing special. If someone offered 10 million, I'd take it and run. He's one of them who's been hyped, and I've never been overly impressed when I've seen him. I can't pretend I've seen him a lot, but he's never overly impressed me, I have to say. Gary Shepherd says, that's just made your Scouse accent sounds considerably better, mate. Perlo's pen, as a Reading fan who's watched Swift week in, week out. Yeah, we did that one. Storm Legacy confirmed James will become a Twitch streamer. Finally, yeah, this is about my best shot of getting onto fucking Twitch, isn't it? I'm not sure if I ever want to fucking do Twitch, to be honest. I don't know. I can't be asked to fucking set up two things at the same time. So said it can be done to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. It's not going to make the followers good if you split them half and half. I prefer the old-fashioned YouTube where it's fine for me. Dave Perrin says, gotta go. Ice cream van! How was that accent? Was that alright? That wasn't too bad, was it? Gary Shepherd said, let's be grateful James doesn't do the Scottish champ man stream. Andrew Martin wants Dave to get him a 99. Rob Pick, Swift's never going to stand out in the same team as Pele and Puskas. That's probably a fair comment, mate. There you go. Go on, Spurs. This will please some, frustrate many others. Sergei Rebrov has Tottenham on terms. Assist goes to Goran Bunjevcevic. Goal for Rebrov. Assist for Bunjevcevic. Spurs 1, Villa 1. Tim Lum, James on to be the next ninja. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm not much of a fighter. He's ninja like a downturn with the kids these days because I'm well out of it, mate. To be fair, Gary, let's be real about this. There ain't going to be no fucking viewers for the Scottish champ, man. Do you know what I mean, laddie? Come you Spurs, says Mark Dorney. Are we all, by the way, guys? I don't want to have a mass conversation about it because I did it for an hour earlier. Answering 50 times fucking over whether people want to start Greenwood or Foden. I don't know how many times I had to answer that question seriously. It's not one thing, it's another. Anyway, have you all got your FPL teams locked in? Bear in mind, deadline is just over an hour a day. There is an hour a day, an hour away. There's very little point in waiting. You know what the fucking Burnley team's going to be. There's nothing to wait for. Max says Ninja is the massive stream these days. Oh, okay. Graham S says Redbroth is still a good option. Adam English says yes, Redbroth. Nobody else did. Bradley Parker says say IA no Brummy. See how it sounds then. I have to. The thing is with the Midlands accent, I have to set it up a bit in my head. Oh yeah, no Brummy. Tim Lum saying Ninja's just a big Twitch game streamer on the Redbroth equaliser. A deep free kick from Bunjevcevic is really well aimed, and Redbroth is able to meet it with his head, placing the header perfectly out of the reach of Peter Schmeichel. Andrew Martin says the only accent I can do is Jerry Adams. Azzy, have you seen that video of Mourinho calling them for the 90 minutes you have to be? Yeah, but he said intelligent. To be honest, I have no problem with that at all. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Another hoops. Who's your captain, James? For the benefit of those who didn't see the stream earlier, I have captain Bruno Fernandes. Rob Pick, love my team this week in FPL, so no doubt 30 points incoming. It depends what happens with the rotation, right? Some people are going to love this game week, and some people, I'll tell you right now, are going to finish this game week on about 25 points with what looks an amazing team. Well done, Spurs. He wears a shirt with a cockerel on it. Whoa, he's supersonic. Whoa, in his white and blue. Runs down the wing, gets the crosses over. Whoa, his name's Ginola. Oh, he's our French king. He scored against us, mine. David Ginola. He's back at White Hart Lane with a goal for Aston Villa. Assist goes to Juan Pablo Angel. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 2. Ginola. Fucking love that guy. Graham S says, nah, still don't know who to captain. We'll pick a name out of a hat. Good choice, mate. Tim Lum says, nope, not 100% certain on captain who to bring Tarkovsky in for. Graham Stormeg says, yeah, Kane to Aubameyang. Like that. Wang King, how on earth do you get away with spending so much time doing fantasy football? It's my job. Cal, team sorted, just can't pick captain, Salah or Wood, I reckon. Arbitraro's got Salah captaincy locked in. Rob Pick, I can do Jerry Adams too, Andy. How weird. You two need to get a fucking room. Optimus, is my day today 2 goals from the moment, -8 more goals for the 10 points. Banging, mate. Bradley Parker, next time you are down, I'll have to teach you some slang. Bradley, please fucking don't. Go JB, FPL sorted, Salah captain, hopefully 3rd time. Lucky clean sheet, wipe out. It's all going off at Spurs, he says. Vintage Ginola. Almost straight from kickoff, he collects a pass from Mangel and it's glorious. He bamboozles Fortune and Ziga before driving a low shot into the far corner. Joe Finley Badder wants to know if Hadji's on yet. Of course not, my friend. Mark Dorney, for fuck's sake, Spurs. Scott Speed 1000, please never sing again. Oh, I'll do what I like, mate. You'll know who's singing in a minute, mate. It's Jason at Charlton, 2-0 against the Irons. Jason Yule is the scorer. Scott Parker has the assist. Charlton 2, West Ham 0. Yule with the goal. Parker with the assist. That's a potential goal and an assist for FPL Blade Tomo, who got him back in a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if he kept the bastard or not. Andy Martin saying the old scoring against your old club rearing its head. Mark Dorney's gone Mane, captain Gary Shepherd, not confirmed FPL team yet. Most likely clean sheet, Sheffield United or Manchester United. Close. Probably Sheffield United. Another hoops that Joe Finley-Badder started and already subbed. Azzy, just remember which English club do you know they came to first? NUFC. That's right, Azzy. Just remember the only one he won a fucking trophy with, mate. Optimus says, James, please don't sing again for our health. That's okay, guys. That's okay. Derby County have a penalty in Pride Park. Penalty! This looks a little harsh. Dixon adjudged to have impeded Ravanelli. He receives a yellow card for his troubles. Craig Burley will step up to take it. Burley versus Seaman. Patrick Lawson saying, fuck's sake, Kelly, useless prick. Rob Pick, I would say not getting a room with a Leeds fan, but as my missus is a Leeds fan, not sure that works. Your missus is a Leeds fan, Rob. You stupid fuck. You got Martial captain this week. That's a better choice. We await news on this Derby County penalty. Joe Finley-Badder says, you're always my dad. Random. Max says, Jensen and Wilcox doing fuck all. Nice. Feels like we ain't had a penalty save for ages. Anybody else feel like that? Like, genuinely, it feels like it's been a long time. And this one's not been saved either. Burley with the goal. Fabrizio Ravanelli with the assist. Look at Tomo's in. Yo, top lad. Bradley Parker going with Martial, almost swayed by Aubameyang. Put him as vice just in case Martial gets injured. What if they both get injured, Bradley? Near Shakhtar, here goes my double Arsenal defence. Scott Speed 1000. You think Leeds will go straight back down? No. I think what will happen with Leeds, and I haven't seen enough of them, so I'm not best placed to comment. Andy Martin probably thinks they're going to win the fucking league, but we'll ask him about that in a couple of weeks. I think what will happen with Leeds, they'll have periods where they have brilliant highs. I wouldn't be surprised if they win some games against that so-called Big Four in that next season. I also think there will be some huge lows. Leeds will have a period where they get like 1 point in 6 games and stuff like that. So I think there'll be big highs, big lows, and I think they'll probably come out of it probably finishing fairly comfortably safe of relegation would be my instinct. They're going to do some shit, some Premier League teams that Premier League teams ain't going to see coming, I think. No messing about from the Scotsman Craig Burley. Blast the ball past Seaman and into the roof of the net as the experienced stopper dives to the right. FPL captain says, game week 20, Salakovic is the last missed penalty I've got. Pep talk, Seaman's head has been turned, taking that manager's job at Halifax. Andrew Martin, my ex was a Barnsley fan. Said nobody, ever. Another hoops. Dayum went Seaman over Kylie. Dayum or just Dam or Dayum. Rob Pick, stick around, Tomo. Don't see you in here often. He's busy, isn't he? Oh my lord. Feeling it for Luke right now, thinking that he's probably gone Dean Kiley over David Seaman. I'm not very sure. But Dean Kiley has been sent off. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Dean Kiley's been sent off for Charlton. This goes back a step. So West Ham threatened for the first time. Paul Kitson wriggles into space. His hopeful shot from the edge of the area turned around the post by Kiley and said, oh no, Uriah Rennie is in charge here and you know what that means. Red card incoming. And the red card is for Kiley. Following Kiley's save, he and Kitson have an exchange of words. And Kiley then pushed Kitson to the ground. It seemed relatively soft. But Uriah Rennie has sent him off. Ben Roberts is the sub-keeper, replacing, sorry Tomo, Jason Yule. But at least he's got you a goal and assist before departing today. So that's not so bad. Just think of it as goal, assist and booking. You'll feel better about your life. Yeah, plenty will have had the Seaman-Kiley decision. I think most will have probably gone Seaman. I'm sure that's the two Luke's got. I wonder which way he went with it, because I know he didn't expect anything off of either of them. I would have thought he's gone with Seaman. VDM2 bollocks! Max is laughing my ass off. End game week now. Also went Kiley over Seaman, says Graham S. Carl JB needs VAR. Biddy Hadaway, fuck's sake, went Kiley over Seaman. I started Maybury. Avatrava thinks it's quite funny. Bradley Parker's looking for justice for Kiley. Optimus Prime, 5-0 will win Charlton. I'm not worried about red card. You got all their players, mate. Scala, Lowell, almost put Kylie in for Poom this week. Save some cash. Pep Talk saying goalkeeper red card week. How many more today? Mitrovic got Fulham a second about 5 minutes ago for anyone who's interested. Rob Pick. That's why I wanted Tomo to stick around. Look at Rob Pick giving away hints in the chat. This is about the time when you start needing fresh legs, right? At Ellen Road. Olivier Decour is coming up to be replaced by Isle Berkovic. Newcastle do the same. Bring in Warren Barton on for Craig Bellamy. Solano into midfield, I would think so, yeah. And Kieran Dyer into central midfield. That would make sense. Storm Legacy, there goes any chance of more returns from Bartlett. I wouldn't say that, mate. Playing fucking West Ham. Andrew Martin, any Roberts owners? Only 59 minutes started. Taylor said Luke started Seaman. I'm pleased to hear that. Alan Daddy, my game week is over. I don't have 10 other players. Gary Shepherd, did I bench Kylie? I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love. Another hoop saying Seaman over Kylie looks good now. Cole JB got Kylie. Also have Wilcox and Jensen. Please don't sub off early. Near Shakhtar saying go on Salon. I'll add the O for you, mate. But overall, this feels like it's been quite a quiet start to game week. Is that just because Manchester United aren't playing? Is that why it feels like that? Clean sheet wipeout. Nobby moving further up. Now's your time, lad. Another hoops. This game is so random with these early subs. True that. Azzy, any leaked lineups on this Champ Manager sim? Yeah, if you follow Rob Pick, CM Scout, FPL, you get something leaked every game week, mate. Feely M2 saying more than likely it'll be Bartlett comes off for Roberts. They really said it's Jason Yule, mate. Jason Yule's going off. Bet Talk, Newcastle should have started with this lineup. Bobby Robson clearly made a mistake. I mean, yeah. Clean sheet wipeout at Craven Cottage. For Fulham, Ipswich have the lead. Marcus Stewart is the goal scorer, and the assist is for Martin Reusser. Stewart goal, Reusser assist. Fulham 0, Ipswich 1. Fulham are deep in the motherfucking trucking shit. Optimus says, I went Ipswich clean sheet and I got 2 defence from Ipswich. Pep Talk, Newcastle should have started with this lineup. Both of them I said that one, didn't I? Gary Shepherd is agreeing with Bradley. A deserved red card for that one. That'll be putting me in a position where I can start seeing Kylie Minogue songs. Sometimes that's just better the devil you know. What's happening in the championship? I bet all the oldies just laughed. On the Stewart goal, going behind against Ipswich doesn't tend to be a good idea. It's not easy to claw it back, and Tigana is under pressure. Royce's cross takes the Fulham defenders out of the equation, and Stewart's header isn't the firmest, but it's accurate. Nice one. Oh dear. Andrew Martin saying Barton can't get a clean sheet. Average Trial saying there goes another clean sheet. Yeah, it didn't say the time of the substitution, but yeah, Andy's confirming there. Warren Barton brought on after the 30th minute. Slancher. Rob Pick saying may be wrong. What are you saying you may be wrong too, Rob? Optimus says, what do you think, James, about Leeds assets next season in the Premier League? Very price dependent, isn't it? It's all well and good saying I fancy this player, I fancy that player. What I'd want to know when I speak to Andy is at what price should I be buying players? That's it. That's all. That's what I want to know, and then I'll do my own research from there. Yeah, I need to do the research. The research will start for me pretty much from Thursday. I'll start researching what I need to know about them. We'd have a proper look. I try not to get too much headspace about who I want to bring in from promoted clubs because it's going to buy players anyway, you would think. I'm pretty sure there seems to be a lot of people that think that James Milner's going there, for example, which I could see some legs in that as he started his career. And with all the good players Leeds have got, some experience wouldn't go amiss. Luke did warn that there wouldn't be many clean sheets this game week. Liverpool's is gone. Goal for Thomas Rudzinski in the Merseyside derby. Liverpool 1, Everton 1. No assister on that goal. Thomas Rudzinski the scorer. Liverpool 1, Everton 1. The only place we've had no updates from so far is the Stadium of Light between Sunderland and Middlesbrough, I think, which remains goalless. As does Leeds and Newcastle. We've had early substitutions here. Rob Pick saying, just check the Barton and the Court subs are in the 25th minute. So clean sheets are on there, I would say, to clarify that. So Ayel Berkovic, if you have, would potentially be a 3-pointer should they not concede and finish as it is. And Warren Barton, therefore, in my opinion, can get clean sheet points. The official account says on the big goal in the Merseyside derby, maybe this can spark a quiet derby into life. Rudzinski nicks the ball away from the Liverpool defence and used his pace to burst into the area before beating Kirkland at his near post. Parity. James loves a one-word sign-off. Oh, Sean's happy. Rudzinski, up the fucking toffees, he says. Gary Shepherd saying, weirdly, since you sang Kylie, I can't get you out of my head. Fucking idiot. Dickhead, man. Trying to bring all these Kylie references into things. Storm Legacy, I knew Rudzinski for wipe my double. I think it was wipe out a double clean sheet. But they've not been on terms for long. Kylie owners. Not Dean Kylie owners. Kylie fans. Liverpool have got them spinning around. Emil Heskey's got the goal. Stephen Wright with the assist. Liverpool 2. Everton 1. Emil Heskey with the goal. Stephen Wright with the assist. Gary Shepherd. I love you too. Heskey with the goal. Stephen Wright with the assist. Sorry, Spirit, please. Liverpool 2. Everton 1. Joe Jenkins. It feels weird that Viduka hasn't punished me yet. That's to come, mate. Andy Cairns. Back from domestic duties. Have I missed out? All over here, mate. Paul Tinkler saying Ayling worth a look from Leeds. DJ Mukase. They're having a conversation about where in India they are. DJ Mukase and Arbitrage, which you're welcome to do, but I'll just let you get on with it. Andy Cairns, fuck's sake to the Kylie red card. You know any good Kylie songs, Andy Cairns? Rob Pick says, shake my head, Ayling. Joe Finney Batter, lol. Spirit Blues, Bradley Parker, classic Everton, FPL captains laughing. And you might know that's actually good, James, spinning around. Yeah, don't touch me, mate. Move out of my way. Aricharo, wow, great. I'm from Kolkata, bro. DJ Music Case. Oh, I like it when people make friends. It's nice. There's not much to update you about on the championship front. Yeah, in the championship. Not much. Last goal was scored by Mitrovic about 15 minutes ago. Spirit Blues saying, fuck's sake, too realistic this shit. Gary Shepherd, Brad, forgot about that one. On the Heskey goal, a lot of headers today. Liverpool get back in front immediately with Wright's cross met by a thumping header from Heskey with defenders nowhere near him. Yep, definitely sounds like the toughest. The previous meeting was a goal fest. Is it happening again? Update from Ellen Road. Leeds have been the better side here so far, although shots on target have been at a premium. Alan Shearer has been booked for the visitors. Azzy, I mentioned Better the Devil You Know about 15 minutes ago, and if you missed it, it was very subtle, mate. Arid Chavo, they're talking about Bangalore. I mean, it's all good. As he's saying, Fulham have gone 3-0 up. Yeah, I'm about a minute behind that, so fair game. Near Shakhtar. First time listening to a stream while driving reminds me of football in the 90s. 2000s, mate. Yeah, Mitrovic penalty for Fulham. Straight down the middle. Slipped as he took it. Bradley Parker saying, who would have thought that Kylie Minogue and Champman would come together? Don't know, mate. Goal at the Stadium of Light. Deadlock has been broken. And Alan Boksic owners, this goal is especially for you. Sunderland 0, Middlesbrough 1. Alan Boksic with the goal, the assist for Jonathan Greening. Sunderland 0, Middlesbrough 1. Boksic with the goal, Greening with the assist. I'm just having a laugh along in my head at the moment. Sunderland 0, Borough 1. As he says, I missed the teletext football updates. Those were the days. Yeah, if there's season 2 and I can't do streams, that's the solution, guys. Teletext stream. Genuinely, that's the way to do it. Don't try and replace me. It's going to be difficult. Up my own ass. No, genuinely, do the streams as teletext. And genuinely, I only get so many viewers. Just fucking leave it up. And then have it updating and spinning. So when it spins back, boom, someone else has scored and stuff. I should have brought the cup in. Thanks so much to Luke and the guys who contributed as well to buy me the mug. I haven't got it with me. I did show it on my stream that I did on Thursday. And I spoke about it at the start of that. The guys got me the little teletext mug of Teddy's winning goal at Arsenal in game week 15. Scenes. On the Boksic goal, 2-2 for the Croat. Greening does the hard work, drifting through a couple of chances before curling in a low cross. Boksic gets there before the Sunderland defence and turns the ball home. Sunderland 0, Middlesbrough 1. Scala, Greening low, took him out for a hit. Pep talk, especially for you, Kylie and Jason. Yeah, mate, well done. I'm here all week, twice a week, and in 1 week very soon, 3 times a fucking week. Because, yeah, I'm going away on the 10th of August. I've actually booked it. Arsenal were behind at Pride Park. Goal scorer for Derby is Horatio Carbonari. Assist for Malcolm Christie. Derby 2, Arsenal 1. Thank you very much, Gary. Yeah, I dropped that one in nice, I thought. QPR lead Millwall in the Championship. QPR 1, Millwall 0. Potentially a big goal, that one, although Cardiff would be clear, I think, in the Championship playoff places as it stands, should they stay in front, which they still are at Middlesbrough. Yeah, that leaves Millwall and Swansea as it would stand 5 points behind Cardiff and Nottingham Forest. That would seal the top 6 in the Championship. Near shout to James, how much to keep doing them? Listen, if you want to sign up to my Patreon, I'll keep filing Kylie puns. It's your gig, mate. And you also know, as it was proven by another Hoops, who I think is in the chat today, that you sign up to my Patreon and your Champman players start doing bits. It's generally proven. Preston have a goal against Birmingham in the Championship. Fairly meaningless one, that I think. On the Carbonari goal, big goal before half-time. Malcolm Christie curls in a free kick from the left-hand side and Carbonari gets across the near post. His flick header going past over Seaman and inside the far post. Arsenal can't afford to falter, but it's just what they do. Feely M2, Arsenal, you are pure dung in this game. Mate, you... didn't need the end of that sentence, my man. At Gary Robinson, 3 games in a week. Yes, we need to sort it out, but that's going to be the plan. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. Whether we're going to do Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, something like that. But essentially, the last day of the season, it's half time in all the games. By the way, the game week 38 is scheduled to be the 12th of August. I'm not going to be able to do it. I am taking a week off. I ain't even going to pick my fucking mobile phone up. I'm not joking. So, like, that's it. I'm doing 37 game weeks and you can just follow the tweets for game week 38. No, the guys are aware. We need to just figure out. It obviously be once the Premier League's finished, but yeah, we're probably going to do something like that. Which, to be honest, with the Premier League finished, might be something to help keep you going. Where, yeah, I don't know how we're going to do it, but it might be that we do, I don't know, something like maybe even Friday, Monday, Thursday, Sunday, something like that. Might be a different way round. I don't know. If the guys need to keep 3-day gaps and stuff. Personally, I'd be well up for Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Personally. But I'll be up for whatever they decide's best for them. Just that from 8th of August, that's it. I'm finished. Done. Pet Talk. Luke's 20 Sims suggested Derby had virtually no goals against Arsenal. The sim is broken. I'm not sure that's necessarily the case. The only one that really looked likely for a clean sheet this week based on Luke's sims was Liverpool. FPL Corf, I still think Brentford or Fulham go up in the playoff, but got to be in it to win it. Absolutely. You Cardiff, Corf. Cal would love just one Sunderland cleanie before the season ends. Haha. It won't be today, mate. DJ Music is out. The man they're still talking about what's going on in Bangalore. Cole JB. Jacks have scored. Get in. He means Swansea, and they have. They have to lead against Bristol City. Swansea won Bristol City 0. Am I right in saying, Cole, and another one I spoke through Patreon a couple of weeks back, them two don't like each other much, Swansea and Bristol City. Is that fair, or is it just a Cardiff and Bristol City thing? DJ Music Case and Avid Trevor are following each other. This is beautiful. I'm guessing from FPL course message that yes, he is Cardiff. Storm Legacy doing Google search on Kylie's songs now. Thanks, James. Discovered she has recorded 300 plus songs since the 80s. You do that, mate. You never know. I might drop some more in the second half. Corf saying, I don't even want the Premier League that much, to be honest, but can't handle the idea of you sneaking in the playoffs ahead of us. That'll be Swansea. But you're okay there, mate. Although, yeah, that Swansea goal puts them 3 points behind Cardiff. What's the final games for those two guys? And I'll leave that to FPL Corf and Cole to answer those. Gary Robinson, I hope it doesn't clash with Europa and CL. It shouldn't do, Gary, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look. If it's not going to be this week, we need to get through the Premier League, obviously. But it'll be soon. I'd even be up for, I don't know how people would feel about it, but I'd even be up for doing 2 on the same day. Do like game week 37 at like 12 o'clock and do game week 38 at 6 or 8 o'clock, something like that. Proper smash out the final day. I don't know, that's an idea. Potentially. Imagine you make a proper day of it. Luke has to do the stream in between my 2 streams, etc. I make a proper day of it. It'd be a mental one. Rob Pick saying Dave was messaging provisional dates for 36, 37, 38 to try and arrange which of us is right in comms. Those dates you just said are the dates Dave sent me, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, so that may be the plan. There you go. Could be. Cole JB saying if Swansea met the playoffs be a miracle. Been shite last month, 7 months. I presume that's what you mean. Andrew Martin said 10 minutes until ESN deadline back at 4 p.m. and probably only 1% of you are going to know what he's talking about with that. Cole JB, Corf has 2 teams. You've got 2 teams, Corf. What's all that about? Tanadine Wealth, so worth reminding about Tuesday deadline again for game week 32. Yep, absolutely spot on. I did mention that at the top, but yeah, just a reminder that game week 32 will be on Tuesday, we think, from an FPL perspective, and obviously for the Liverpool fans out there, it's obviously your title night. Most people will want to watch Liverpool and Chelsea rather than Villa Arsenal. I'll obviously I'll do the stream Tuesday and I'll talk you through Villa and Arsenal while we're doing that. Do a bit of reaction to whatever Man City do at Watford as well. Rob Pick saying Corf is Cardiff. Where's Corf gone? Can't speak for himself. Carl JB saying Cardiff Bristol rivalry is worse, but Swans Bristol still a little feisty. Carl JB saying Swansea have Reading away. That doesn't seem too bad. What's Cardiff got? Ram, hope we finish the season before 8th. Then would be weird not to have a stream for last game. Don't wait. There's no chance there being no stream. The fucking worst case scenario, there'd just be no midweek stream. We do it the weekend after. That's the worst case scenario. Arid Travo and DJ Music Case are having good times and following each other and making friends, and this is beautiful and nice. Joe Finney Badder, you know my FPL season is in the mud when I'm taking a -8 for Brighton and Burnley players. Wow. FPL Badgers in afternoon all. DJ Music Case says second half going to be a banger. Cole Shepherd, little worried people are Googling Kylie songs. DM me if you're having a breakdown. You can confide in me. I have warned several times to the people in this chat to leave the fucking comedy to me. A reminder of your halftime scores in Champman FPL. If you got any non-Champman FPL questions you want to ask, now's a good time. Chelsea lead 1-0 at Blackburn. Early goal from Gianfranco Zola. Charlton lead West Ham 2-0, but are down to 10 men. Dean Kiley sent off. Sean Bartlett scored for Charlton. Also a goal and assist for Jason Yule, who has been replaced. Arsenal took a lead at Derby through Carnell. Thierry Henry is a substitute. He's surely not going to stay that way for long because they are behind to Derby. Goals from Carbonari and Burley. Ipswich lead at Fulham. Goal from Marcus Stewart. Leeds and Newcastle remains goalless at Ellen Road. There have been some early changes there. Warren Barton's come on for Newcastle. He would, by the looks of it, make it into a clean sheet should Newcastle not concede. Leicester lead Southampton for a goal from James Scowcroft. Liverpool lead Everton 2-1. Goals from Jamie Carragher and Big Bruno Emil Heskey, putting them back in front after Thomas Rudzinski had equalised for Everton. Middlesbrough lead 1-0 at Sunderland. Goal from Alan Boxic, and Villa lead 2-1 at Tottenham. Second of which scored brilliantly by former Tottenham player David Ginola after Sergei Rebrov had equalised for Tottenham. Another Hoop says, is Champman coming back next season? I can't answer that question because I have no involvement in the making of the game. I just sit here and chat shit. Gary Ron, sorry, if you're wondering why I've got the iPad here in front of me, which I didn't even need to wave up, you wouldn't have been able to see that. I want to see what happens at the end of this Wigan game, because Paul Cook was going fucking stir crazy, the Wigan manager. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with that goal. So I don't know why he was losing his shit. Something else maybe. Oh, I like this from the official account. New game from next season from Ragtime Willie, who created the Champman FPL website. Free to play Fantasy Championship. Give him a follow during half time. Fantasy Championship. Love it. Might have me a bit of that. Good stuff. Look at all them class players you can have. No, I'll have some of that. So yeah, if anyone's interested in the Championship fantasy game for next season, give Ragtime Willie a follow. It's Ragtime_Willie, as in cock. Oh, Gary Robinson, what are you guys doing here? Bradley Parker, Jesus, get a fucking room, the lot of you. Dave Perrins, what do you think the chances are Bournemouth survive? Decent. Look, 3 points behind. They've all got 2 games to go. Watford look worst on paper, but I wouldn't be surprised if Watford get something actually. Particularly on the final day, if Arsenal can't qualify for Europe, I wouldn't be surprised if Watford go there and get something. Arsenal have had some difficulties with Watford in the last couple of years, but I think Bournemouth are capable of winning both games. I wouldn't actually be surprised if Villa won both games either. I know really hard to see these things at the moment, but now it's like mad shit happens. I mean, Villa are down if they're beat. Whereas in an odd way, if Bournemouth lose tomorrow, they're not necessarily because of the goal difference. Could really still give them a shot. For Villa, it'd be too much. So even if Bournemouth got beat tomorrow, it's not definitely over. It would be a real surprise if it didn't go to the final day, considering Watford are playing Man City on Tuesday. But then I don't have no idea what the Man City team's going to be, do we? But I think they've got a shot, Dave. I think they've got a shot. They shouldn't do, but they have. Dave Perrin said he loves a great escape. Another Hoops champ man come back next season. I think we did that, Rob pick. Well, it's quiet time. One transfer left in Sky James and 9.4 million to spend. No captain tomorrow. No need to overthink it. Just go for Ings. Rank 120. Sounds good to me, mate. Martin, captain, help. Bruno, Rashford, KDB, David Silva. Bruno will be my answer, mate. Dave Perrins, to be confirmed, another Hoops. DJ Music Drew to Wood, James. Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate on that, mate. FBL 2-team thing is complicated, James. That's for someone who always feels weird about explaining it. Season ticket at Cardiff since I was 12, home and away. But when we turned red, I lost a lot of love for it all. And only been 3-4 times since. But you're back in blue now, mate. So, who's the other team? Another Hoops, cool. I hope so, Dave Perrins. Gary Shepherd, Cardiff at home to Hull next week. Well, the thing is, that looks easy on paper, but Hull might be dying on their arse trying to get a result, aren't they? Rob Pick saying Ragtime Willie website is great. Just had an early look, it really nice. I don't doubt that for a second. I will be involved in that. I will play. Storm Legacy joined halfway through the season, but you guys have made dad jokes cool. So many puns. Eric Backer, now Kylie Minogue. Mark Dorney, what are the plans for fans back in stadiums? I wrote an article of this overnight for one of my for the advanced tier patrons. Released it this morning. Plans are, in short, I can now renew my season ticket. Well, I have renewed my season ticket. I only have to pay 20% at the moment. It's like a down payment, basically. And Spurs owed me more money than that for the final 5 games of the season anyway. So I don't actually have to give them any money at all. Spurs believe that football will be played in front of crowds next season. However, they have also warned about the possibility of low attendances. So whether it's half stadium full, quarter, 10% full, I don't know. I think where we're heading is the following, and this depends on Spike. I think we are heading towards football restarting in September with no crowds. Football being phased back in with crowds in October and November. And when I say phased back in, I'm talking about probably 5,000 being allowed into Spurs, for example. Then I think that will go up slowly. And I think by the time we reach the end of next season, we might be able to have full stadiums again. I think that's unlikely. I don't think it's impossible, and I don't mean to scare anyone by saying this. I don't think it's impossible that we won't have full football stadiums for years and years. Hopefully that won't be the case. But I think it really, really depends on what happens in the next 9 months or so. Perhaps a little less, perhaps it's up to sort of January, February time. If January, February we're in the same position we're in now, then we'll be stronger and come back through it. And then, yeah, I think there's a real possibility sort of April, May next year that it will get close towards full stadiums. If it goes bad, then there's a chance this is never going to be what it was. I know it's not what people want to hear, but I think that's a possibility. Half-time change for Charlton is not a good one for me. Klaus Jensen coming off to be replaced by John Robinson. I don't imagine many matches are happy with that. No, Rob, you bastard. Jermaine Defoe also has an injury. Leon Phelan is coming on. Jesus Christ. I'm less happy about leaving Richard Rufus on my fucking bench. And yeah, I know you're all sick of my fucking singing today. Anyone fancy a dance? Dean Sturridge has given Leicester a 2-0 lead against Southampton. The system will also be popular, I'm sure. That's Dennis Wise. Leicester 2, Southampton 0. Dean Sturridge with a goal. Dennis Wise with the assist. And I just can't unsee that gif. Leicester 2, Saints 0. Pep took 8 home goals and 7 away goals in the first half of Champ. Man, this feels unusual. Rob Pick, Ragtime Willie website. Great, you said that. FPL Corf. That's for another day though. But yeah, because I wasn't going to watch Cardiff week in, week out, I'd watch United. The team I supported when I was like 9 years old. Always kept a soft spot for. Alright. I'm feeding you, Corf. It's okay. I don't think of you differently, but I have made my conclusions. Joe Finney Banner. Oh, I have 3 Watford players in that. He's talking about the championship game, isn't he? Average Travo. Oh, I'm loads behind the comments now. And I might as well fucking read them all. Average Travo. Yes, I'm in fancy champ. Bradley Parker. I suppose we'd be all the lovers then in that case. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All the lovers. Fucking state of it. He's even picked a fucking modern one. Ugh. Billy Hadaway, James, will Vardy score against us? Can't decide whether to bench him or Foden. Don't bench Jamie Vardy, mate. DLC the Wood worth a -4. Just start William this game week and DCL Bournemouth next week. Nah, fuck it. Have some fun. Get Chris Wood. It's probably not worth it though. Storm Legacy kind of hoped that Rob Pick would get a chance to pick Barnsley players in a fantasy game. Looking at the log, first division fantasy perhaps. Oosh. Rob Pick says, you might say when I saw Ragtime's site, it was love at first sight. Pet Talk at Mac, have you seen DCL recently? Definitely worth a hit. James Trustwell, only just joining, but good to see selling Burley finally on a -4 has worked a treat. In the process, wrecking double Arsenal defence. On the Sturridge goal, let the dancing commence. Wise feeds the ball into Sturridge. In the area, he turns sharply and slams a fierce left foot shot into the top corner. Southampton respond by replacing Draper with Delap. And Leicester send on McAnuff for Delaney, robbing him of a clean sheet. FPL Corf. I know how fickle it all sounds, but it was tough times when Cardiff turned red. Fell out and disagreed with so many people over it. My friend, stop talking. Stop it, mate. Listen, if you'd have gone and supported Merthyr Tydfil, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But I get the difficulty of turning red. So let me get this right. So you were pissed off. Fuck me, Everton have an equaliser at Anfield. Duncan Ferguson with the goal. Assist for Gary Naismith. 2-2 at Anfield. Ferguson goal. Naismith assist. These two are involved in a high scoring encounter again. So you were sick of Cardiff playing in red, so you thought you'd go and follow another team playing in red. And there's a big story behind Cardiff playing in red, and I do have huge sympathy with that, which a lot of people might not know. But yeah, that's a good one, mate. Jared C. Bench Pulisic or Greenwood? Pulisic, mate. DJ Music, James, don't think this is going to go away anytime soon, mate. We're talking about your bromance with your new friend. Rob Pick, Pulisic is just advising people because he doesn't think that James will cover the questions. Rory, how do you think that will affect season ticket owners? Who gets priority? It's going to go to a ballot, mate. It's going to go to a ballot. That's what I've said. If it goes that way, it's going to go to a ballot and they'll try and do it fairly, what they believe is fairly, which is different people get tickets for different games and stuff like that. What'll be fucking fair is if I get in there every week, but that's a selfish personal opinion, and I respect that. That's a selfish opinion. Adam English, for years question, I can't remember what that's fucking about. Rams happy with get the fucking Sturridge and Wise. Cal get in the double. FPL captain, that damn gif is a nightmare, isn't it? On the Ferguson equaliser, I think he enjoyed that. Ferguson plants a header in off the crossbar from a left-wing Naismith cross. He celebrates by kneeling down and pretending to headbutt Rosinski. Hilarity. State of it. Scala, Wide's finally back ahead of Beckham. Another hoops happy for Sturridge. Pet Talk, what's with this early substitution of Klaus Jensen all of a sudden? 2 games in a row. It's definitely ain't 3 games in a row because he scored for me 1 before. Storm Legacy says, Dennis, Billy Hadaway, Serbia going through a second wave now, a few weeks after the Eternal Derby played with 25,000 fans in the stadium. Exactly. Goal for Leeds at Ellen Road for the Australian Harry Kewell, and the assist, inevitably, is Ian Hart's. Leeds 1, Newcastle 0. Harry Kewell goal, Ian Hart assist Two players I've owned for much of this season, but I don't own them at the moment. Cure goal, Ian Hart assist, Leeds 1, Newcastle 0. The woodwork has also been hit at the Stadium of Light. Almost a crucial second for Borough. Gordon's corner from the left looks too deep, but Somerville meets it, looping the header back over Sorensen, but it kisses the crossbar and drops to safety. Mark Dorney brought in Sturridge and Wise this week. Alan Daddy, Leicester treble up. Maybe wouldn't be that bad. Tanadine worth holding Vardy against Spurs. Yeah, I mean, look, there's better, cheaper options, personally. But, yeah, listen, he'll probably score. It's all fucking going off at Anfield. Sammy Hippier owners, you're in. 3-2 Liverpool. And Robbie Fowler has stopped sulking. He's now sniffing along the touchline as we speak. He's got the assist. Liverpool 3, Everton 2. Sammy Hippier with the goal. Robbie Fowler with the assist. Liverpool 3, Everton 2. Gary Shepherd, big dunk, maybe an option now. Ram, the Ferguson gif says red card, not goal. I can't see the gif, to be fair. The only gif that actually comes up for me is the Dean Sturridge one. I can't see the Duncan Ferguson one unless I click on it. Oh yeah, it actually says red card. What's the point in that, lads? Azzy, worst FPL decision you ever made? Starting the podcast. Storm Legacy, Sturridge goal, Wise assist. Oh, it's all fucking kicking off. I'm going to have to read some shit out, aren't I? On the Harry Kewell goal, this goal is all about Yossi. He's had a poor season but collects Hart's pass and gives Solano the runabout before curling a well-placed shot into the corner. Can Newcastle respond? And at Anfield, not the goal description you'd expect here. Hippier collects a knockdown from Fowler. He takes on Rosinsky, nutmegs Gravison, and then blasts the ball in the top corner. What a goal. Listen, my Wi-Fi is strong. I trust this shit. As the picture, guys, I think you might have just had a break up for a minute or so there. What do you mean view open widget? Fuck your widget. As a picture, guys, let us know. Not that I can fix it if it's shit. You just got to keep your fingers crossed and pray, basically. Danny Murphy has not made the hour at Anfield. He's been replaced by Vladimir Smica. It's an open game and more goals are expected, say the official account. Cole JB, Kylie, my only return so far. This is going well. You mean return as in the red card or the clean sheet that he's now not going to get? Champions League first leg is off to a great start. Thanks, another hoops. Alan Daddy, Rob Pick, FPL captain. Cheers. I had a big up yellow bar fucking warning message and the picture froze on my end. But none of you have said any issues. So cool, we'll just crack on therefore. Andrew Martin, new cure would come good. He's going to finish strong. Shut up, Andy. Storm Legacy Hippie, I didn't expect that. Another hoops, man. I was hoping to hear James sing again when Leeds scored. Azzy, Ian Hart, FPL legend for Reading. Bradley Parker, wrong Aussie, but will take the assist and run. Gary Shepherd, mate, you need to get a fucking room for yourself. FPL captain should be a Cardiff fan. He wouldn't have a problem with turning them red. Another hoops, the football ticket black market will be right. That's where but that's where you're a little bit wrong, mate, because one of the things that Spurs will also implement is the only access you will have is by mobile phone, and it's also likely to be via photo identification as well. Now, for the majority of football clubs, they won't be able to follow that process through, but Tottenham will. Tottenham, technology-wise, they want to sort out that shit where your fucking face comes up when you flash the mobile phone. Don't doubt that they can do that. They didn't do anything at Tottenham. Storm Legacy, Sturridge goal, Wise assist. Some would say that's a match made in heaven. Big second half for Spurs as they look to try and respond to that Ginola magic. Christian Ziege has been replaced before the hour with Simon Davis introduced. Presumably means Quinton Fortune goes to wing back. Steve Soane has also gone off with Mustafa Hadji introduced. Joe Finley Batter says picture's fine, but there's a sexy man on my street. Okay, now screen. I worry for you, Joe. I worry for you. If this is your taste, then yeah, you just don't really know how short I am. Really, this old video shit can be quite deceptive. I think that's just gonna upset people. Fucking hell, James is short, isn't he? Yep. Thanks. Yep, it's my fucking parents' fault. It's nothing I can do about it. You have to be highest about it. Why are you bringing this up, James? As he's saying, on a night like this, your picture is clear. Fuck me. State of it. you lot have spent about half hour trying to come up with fucking Kylie songs. All sitting there waiting for the right moment. Gary Shepherd first sub. Saka versus Villa or Lamptey versus Newcastle. Well, I've got Saka second and Lamptey third, if that helps you, Gary. Joe Finley Badahaji. Marcos de Giza. Zero knowledge proof apps will have your medical ID and season ticket held on your phone in the near future. Absolutely correct, James. Wow, that was fucking deep, man. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Rob Pick, is Suj venue hunting in Brighton for Planet FPL Live 4 in 2026? I think as it's going, Rob, it might not be before there, in fairness. But yeah, I think that's the plan, actually. That's the plan. Storm Legacy, strange how Spurs want to get a futuristic feel while employing a manager from 2004. Update from Ewood Park. Look away now. Benito Carboni owners. He's being replaced in the 59th minute by Jesper Gronkiar. Ouch. FBL Hitman. Morning, lads. How we doing? Doing fine, mate. Yourself? How's tricks? I suppose we get team news Norwich Burnley in 15 minutes. Do we even need that? We know what the fucking team's going to be. This doesn't matter at all, does it? Goal and a clean sheet wipeout at the Valley. Joe Cole is the goal scorer. Assist for Steve Lomas. West Ham are back in it against 10-man Charlton. Charlton 2, West Ham 1. Cole goal, Lomas assist. Cue loads of people saying, I feel better about my Dean Kiley red card now. Just like me, I feel better about not starting Richard Rufus now. Charlton 2, West Ham 1. Bradley Parker saying, fuck's sake, Carbone. Sorry. Fuck's sake, Carbone. Actually, Bradley doesn't speak like that at all. Billy Hadaway, morning, Hitman. Morning. It's all fun and games, isn't it? I mean, it's not morning where I am, like. Look at some of these shit Kylie songs. Some of them are a bit slow paced for me. Chiggy Wiggy. I mean, what the fuck is that? Chiggy Wiggy. That's a good one. Do the locomotion. Confide in Me is a tune, actually, Gary Shepherd. Tune that. Love at First Sight. It's what Bradley thought when he bought Benito Carboni. He went wrong from there, wasn't it? Come into my world. It's just not working. In Your Eyes, don't remember that? In My Arms, I think I remember that. Two Hearts, don't remember that. Where the Wild Roses Grow. Fuck is that? Wonderful solo goal from Cole. He picks up the ball in space after a pass from Lomas and takes on all comers before calmly lifting the ball beyond Roberts. Can West Ham's great escape start here? No. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. Huh? Yeah, try and get that one into the fucking chat, guys. Rob Pick, FPL Scarface suggested he may get the team news for City in 38. Cue the free hit chaos 10 minutes before deadline. Oh, yeah, listen, I said I'd go on an hour and a half before deadline, but one of the reasons I'm going on an hour and a half before is because when it gets fucking 15 minutes too, I'm fixing my own free hit. Storm Legacy, welcome at Hitman. You don't have Kylie, right? Scala, Pookie owners will be nervous for that team sheet. The fuck? No one owns Pookie, mate. Hello, FPL Badger. Storm Legacy, of all the players, Chelsea had to sign Carboni. Culture. B, anyone still own Pookie? FPL Hitman's got Dean Kiley. Someone's about to break the news to him, I think. Chris Hermitage, Terry and Herman on my bench, both on for clean sheets. Boom. DJ Music done. Brought Dilver in for Den Donker and Wood for Giroud. Good luck, everyone. Can't fucking argue those moves. Another hoops. I'm looking forward to your advanced Patreon podcast on Kylie Minogue. You won't want the visuals with that one, mate. Sunderland are pushing here, but Middlesbrough managing to contain them. Paul Wince came off towards the end of the first half, and Hamilton Rickle came off at half time. Fucking mention it now for Middlesbrough trying to keep things tight. All the lovers. Les Sex. She's a fucking filthy hottie, in fairness, Kylie. What's going on, guys? Just over half hour to go. Clean sheets remain for Middlesbrough, Leicester, Leeds, Ipswich, and Chelsea. Anyone got more than one other than Chris Hermitage, who's got two on his bench? Gary Shepherd, I'm guessing it was a non-Kylie fan who voted down the stream, or maybe Rory Bremner offended by James's impressions. Could be. Could have been Danny. Maybe she just wanted to stick the needle in it. I don't know. FPL Hitman, CBA, 12 minutes to deadline. I haven't locked in my triple captain yet. Marshall or KDB? Marshall, mate, if you're asking me. Andrew Martin, prefer Danny. Andrew, ain't fucking fussed, fam. Joe Finney Badder, Kylie's pretty hot and the singer ain't bad either. I mean, come on, guys. Stop being objective about this kind of thing. Rory, Marshall, triple captain would be decent. FPL Badger, I saw Danny at Stevenage with an X. Okay. You the X, Mark. Fulham aren't showing many signs of revival here at Craven Cottage. Their solution is to replace Alan Gomar with Steve Foster. I'm not sure what Tigana's thinking is there. He's getting sacked in the morning. Sacked in the morning. Another hoop saying to Gary Shipper, my money's on a Scouser taking offence to his Carragher impression. I don't want to fucking getting offended for. I just need to fucking calm down. Ram, only 20 goals until now. Low scoring. Storm Legacy, the bit Luke did on York and Katie Price in the week is legendary. Yeah, Dwight York. Fucking hell. Stay with him. Breaking his arm. Bad. Mark Dorney, 2 clean sheets to intact at present. Who are they, Mark? Andrew Martin, myself and Dave reunited tomorrow night. League Cup final result and Halifax have a new manager. Is it David Seaman? Ram, and Andrew Martin better find me another goalkeeper then. Be good news for those for Seaman and Kylie, isn't it? Seaman takes the Halifax job and Dean Kylie suspended. What a fucking waste. God, fuck me, it's warm. Andy Ken's got 4 out of 4 clean sheets currently. Now I realised I don't currently have Kylie anymore. Andy, we need to know who these players are, mate. As FPL Captain says, those of us with Seaman and Kylie have some moves to make. Gary Robinson says worried about that League Cup final. United against Liverpool. Cole JB, shit, that's a good point, Captain. Gary Robinson's hoping Owen is still out. Storm Legacy, I'm not burning a transfer on a goalkeeper before the double game week. Getting Beckham in, going 10, lads. Listen, Kylie won't be suspended for a while, I presume. Tyler or one of the guys who fucking know their onions, I haven't had time to look. When would Dean Kylie be suspended? Mark Dorney, Herman and Uncle Fester. And they're both on the bench, are they, Mark? Another Hoops. Dean Cardi has some free time on his hands now. Maybe he took the Halifax job. Could be. Could be. Good Joe. Said about Joe Hart starting in goal for Burnley. Imagine. Max says Festa Hart target here. Tag it here. Gary Shepard, have Herman and Melcher. Scala. 3 clean sheet left. Need those of my strikers taking a day off. Andy Ken says Nigel Martin, Herman Haridason, Ian Hart, and Jerry Taggart. Wow. You got any forwards doing any business, Andy? Because, mate, you're on for fucking #1 this game week, mate, with that. Because I don't feel like anybody's really doing fuck all, mate. Arsenal haven't even brought fucking Henry on yet. And they're still losing. Mark Dorney, both in team. Kent United players on the bench. Nice, Mark. Scala, 3 clean sheets left. Need those of my strikers taking a day off. I'm not in the worst position. I've got Hippier and Jerry Taggart. It's just not. I'm not in the worst place. I've got a Gerrard assist. I ain't got fuck all else. Tyler said Kylie should be suspended from game week 35 onwards. So there's loads of time to sort it out, kids. Loads of time. Wow! Massive goal at Filbert Street. Dance away, Dean Sturridge owners. Muzzy Izzet has the assist. Sturridge goal. Izzet assist. Dean Sturridge has just won this game week for you. 3-0 to Leicester. Sturridge goal. Izzet assist. Can we get an ownership number on Dean Sturridge, please? Someone, if it wasn't already sent to me earlier today. Did Izzet assist his other goal? No, Dennis Wise did. Let me see if Sturridge was one of them owned players from earlier. I've just got to make sure I look at the right week, right? So Sturridge had 52 new owners this game week. Ownership will certainly be below 20%. But for the new owners of Dean Sturridge this week, very well done. It's also 1.3% have captained him as well. Very well done. Heath chipped the ball in behind the Southampton defence and their attempt at an offside trap is abysmal. Izzet is away, but he unselfishly squares the ball to Sturridge, who is right in front of goal and nudges it home. 3-0 Leicester. DJ Music Case, is it a good game week to bench boost next week in CM FPL? It's a better fucking week to triple captain, I think. Probably 35 is better. If that's the other way. 35, 36, whenever the other double game week is. But you're going to really need a wild card to line that up properly, I would say. Depends what your shit players are, right? I mean, to be honest, it's more about what your bench is rather than the fact United and Bolton have got a double. You want fixtures with your shit players are good. That's the time to use it. Tanner Nadine, well, I'm confused on the suspension. Most likely it's effective from game week 33. Okay, that's a little bit different. Tyler has retracted the message about 35. I did think that's a long way away. How many game weeks have we got coming up? So, yeah, Dean Kylie suspension likely from game week 33, Tyler says. And I will trust that opinion of his. That sounds more right than 35. I've got fucking all the lovers in my head. All the Kylie songs that could have dropped. All the lovers. DJ Music Case got wildcard and bench boost. Yeah, we've used the wildcard to line up a great bench boost. That's what I'd say. You've got like what Everton. I think it's Everton, Chelsea, and Fulham. Is that the 4 teams? Dublin. Get some crap cheap Fulham and Everton, mate, and then just leave them on the bench. Go on, Spurs. Got an equaliser. This one will make some people happy. I wonder if Luke kept Stefan Salakovic. He's equalised for Spurs against Villa, but every time you think, wow, He's provided a bit of value suddenly. You remember that Gus Poyet is pushing him neck and neck. Gus Poyet has got the assist. Tottenham 2, Villa 2. Salakovic goal. Gus Poyet assist. 2-2 at White Hart Lane. Can Spurs find a winner? Come on, you Spurs. Gary Shepherd, quite right. 4 minutes until FPL deadline, guys. Don't forget. I actually make that now a minute. So do lock in your fucking teams, guys, for God's sakes. As he's saying, Blackburn will 3 up now, 3-3 in the championship. To be honest, I switched it off at half time. I fucking forgot about it. How have they managed that, Blackburn? That's a fuck up and a half, isn't it? On the Salakovic goal, he finally gets away inside the area and Poyet manages to find him. Got penalty news upcoming from the Stadium of Light. The Swede is 1-on-1 at White Hart Lane, draws the advancing goalkeeper and then rifles the ball through him. Tottenham 2, Villa 2. The penalty at the Stadium of Light goes to Sunderland. Phillips breaks into the area and is brought down by Cross as he tries to go round him. Phillips dusts himself down with the chance to equalise. Obviously, be no assister on that if Kevin Phillips does score. Phillips penalty incoming. Told you it's been ages since we had a missed penalty. This could be it. Mark Crossley, not bad at saving penalties. Remember, the only goalkeeper ever to save a penalty from Matt Letizia. Also saved from Gary Lineker in the 1991 FA Cup final. Phillips versus Crossley. Big moment this for owners of the Sunderland hitman. Scored 1-1. Phillips scores. Sunderland 1. Middlesbrough 1. No assister on the goals. Phillips won the penalty himself. Rory, I own Phillips. Why are you putting in the chat? Please don't miss Kevin. Stop begging, man. Rory, please. DJ Music says, come on, Phillips. Mark Dorney, miss. DJ Music says, no, James, don't kinks it. Kinks it. Jinx it. I didn't jinx anything, did I? I'm just reporting the facts because jinxing and superstition and all that shit, it's nothing. Although the patrons will know if they listen to the podcast we did on Wednesday, the Tottenham podcast, about superstition don't exist. The fucking state of me during that Tottenham Arsenal game, the superstitious things I was doing about getting to injury time and the fact that I was sitting down during the game and I managed to drop in that I'd watched the West Ham and Man United home games. Bloody hell, Derby have scored again against Arsenal. Chris Riggott is the goal scorer. Arsenal are in massive trouble. No assister on that goal. Riggott with the goal. Derby 3, Arsenal 1. And where am I going? Gillette Soccer Saturday. That's what I'm going to do. Good old Chef. All right, Chef. And I was explaining, I stood up and Suj was properly baffled. And I was like, yeah, I can't explain this. And then because I let the missus and Harry stay with me for the other Spurs games and I was vexed, I sat down for Sheffield United, Everton and Bournemouth. Millwall 3-2 down at QPR. Blackburn Reading is, 3-3. Yeah. It's just like, so you stood up in your living room during the game. I was like, yeah. They're big games, man. So then Arsenal game, I was like, I can't fucking sit down for this one. Anyway, long story short, you have to fucking get on Patreon to hear the rest. The wife and the baby were still here when the game started. So I ended up sitting down. So I stayed sitting down. And then I fucking stood up in injury time. And I was like slapping myself on the head. I was like, but it's worked. Stay sitting down now. If they equalise and you stand up, it's your fault, James. The fucking morals of a football fan. How like me in my living room can affect the game. A disaster of a day for Arsenal. Ravanelli's header is saved brilliantly by Seaman, but the defence is so slow to react and Riggott forces the ball home. Seaman is furious, looking longingly in the direction of Halifax. Will the call come? And on the Phillips equaliser, he never looked like missing, hammering the ball into the corner of the net, giving Mark Crossley no chance. It's been a very lively game. Will we see a winner at the Stadium of Light? Ram says, what are you doing, Wenger? Hashtag that shit. FPL deadline's in, so I presume we've got team news of Norwich and Burnley. We'll do the Burnley team first. Goal at Liverpool. Emil Heskey is the scorer. And Jamie Carragher has an assist like Liverpool 4, Everton 2. Carragher's got a goal and an assist now. Yeah, and Joe Hart is in goal for Burnley. Not. No, Nick Pope is in goal. The team is exactly what you thought it would be. I think the only question mark was whether Jay Rodriguez would be fit enough to start or whether it would be Vidra, and it is Rodriguez up front. It's Peters, the left back, Goodmanson in on right midfield. So Burnley are Pope, Bardsley, Tarkowski, Mee, Peters, Goodmanson, Brownhill, Westwood, McNeil, Wood, and Rodriguez on the bench. Peacock, Farrell is the sub-keeper, Robbie Brady, Matthias Vidra, Thompson, Dunn, Bewson, Goodridge, Glennon, Mumbongo. Wasn't that a drink? That should do it. Carragher chips a ball into the area and Heskey dominates Unsworth, bullying him before forcing in the header at the near post. And for fairness, and because I'm sure some of you are Norwich players. Sorry, FPL Badger. Norwich's starting lineup has one change from the defeat at Chelsea. Buendia replaces Rupp in the starting 11. There's actually a place on the bench for Zimmerman as well, so getting some bodies back fit. Norwich are Krul, Aarons, Godfrey, Closer, Lewis, Tetty, McLean, Buendia, Cantwell, Hernandez, Dermich. That means that Timu Pukki is only a substitute again. Does that mean they know he's leaving and therefore prepping for next year and there's no point? We thought he was probably one of the ones more likely to stay, actually. But then they should play Adam Eder. Go on, Super Kev. 2-1 Sunderland. Phillips with the goal. And the assist has come from the left-hand side of Sunderland's pitch, I presume, for Michael Gray. Kevin Phillips goal, Michael Gray assist. Sunderland 2, Middlesbrough 1. They've turned that around quickly. 2 goals inside 10 minutes or so. Sunderland 2, Borough 1, and Phillips has them both. Andrew Martin saying Pukki to Leeds. Yeah, good enough for you, Andy. I'll tell you straight. Storm Legacy. I'm a gunner with Seaman in goal, mate. That's from Ram to Storm Legacy. FBL Hitman, me was red flagged. I was Ben Mee in the Burnley team. That's funny. That's bad for people who went for Kevin Long. Because, yeah, I thought he was ruled out, Ben Mee. Oh, yeah, shit, Ben Mee's in it. That said, Long's not even a substitute. So maybe he's fucked as well. Uh-oh, update incoming from Ellen Road. Leeds have been the better side here, but the game hasn't been put to bed. Wait, we have a penalty and a red card at Ellen Road. Meanwhile, while we wait information on that, on the Phillips goal for Sunderland, he's turned this game on its head. Gray breaks through a challenge on the left side, told ya, of the box and slides a perfect ball into the corridor of uncertainty. Phillips is there and cannot miss. Fulham lead Sheffield Wednesday 4-1 in the Championship. Cardiff for 2-0 up at Middlesbrough. That happened fucking ages ago, in fairness. I just wasn't paying attention. FBL Badger. Dermich is dreadful. You are the Norwich correspondent. You should know. Dave Perrins. It was an error on their tweet. What was the error? Oh, long start, says Dave Perrins. The penalty is to Leeds. Ian Hart's about to go mental for you. And it's the other penalty taker. Steve Chettle has been sent off. Harry Kewell bursts onto a knockdown from Radaby and he's in on goal. Chettle pulls his shirt and Kewell goes down. It's spotted by Steve Bennett who sends Chettle off. And Ian Hart is about to win the game week for many people. If you've got Ian Hart, Dean Sturridge, Kevin Phillips and 1 or 2 of them clean sheets knocking about, you're number 1 in the world this week, quite possibly. So Kevin Long does start. Ah, yeah, they've updated it. Why don't they delete the original tweet? That's so weird. So Kevin Long does start for Burnley, not Ben Mee. Fucking idiots. Seriously. Andrew Martin saying Gray's stealing Arca's return. So yeah, just to confirm, it is Kevin Long who plays for Burnley, not not Ben Mee. Ben Mee's not in the squad. QPR lead Millwall 4-2. Oh my God, Hart's missed it. Shay Given makes a fine save. Hart hits it firmly to Given's left, but he gets a strong hand to it and tips the ball round the post. Can Newcastle capitalise on the lifeline? A second missed pen of the season for Hart. Can you believe it? Would have denied a second assist for Harry Kewell owners as well. Remains 1-0 to Leeds. Stunning. Just watching the chat go off. Have your moment, guys. It seems to be more happy responses to the miss than happy. And I think that's relief to the people that don't own him, because it's horrible not owning him. Equaliser for West Ham against Charlton. Steve Lomas is the scorer. An assist for Thomas Repka. West Ham are on level terms against 10-man Charlton. 2-2. Scenes. Fucking scenes. There seems to be a lot more people happy about this missed penalty than happy. Worth saying, the guy's assisted and he's got a clean sheet. He's still hitting a decent fucking return, guys. It kind of levels out a clean sheet plus bonus and an extra point or something, doesn't it, I think? Storm Legacy went from game week hero to game week heartbreaker. Sunderland have a third at Stadium of Light. Gavin McCann has scored Sunderland's third. They're going mad. They pulled it around big time. And Andy Martin, Michael Gray has not stolen this one. Julio Arca has the assist. Sunderland 3, Middlesbrough 1, McCann goal, Julio Arca assist. Heno84 has decided to break away from the Kylie Minogue theme of this stream by saying achy shaky heart. Billy Hadaway though says that Hand on Your Heart is another Kylie song. Rory says Repka keeps delivering. Do you know what? Rory, please buy Thomas Repka. Make my day. Cole JB, damn, Kylie loses another point. FPL Hitman, for fuck's sake, Heart is definitely watching in a different time zone. Rory's happy. Andrew Martin saying, Arca, fire. Chelsea have a penalty at Ewood Park. We'll come on to that first. There's lots of updates. Leon Knight races into the area. He just replaced Zola. And he's brought down by Vesterveld. No further action is taken against the goalkeeper. And fresh from his goal-scoring exploits, Mario Melchiot steps up to take it. On the Lomas equaliser, West Ham surprisingly are not laying down. Lomas collects a pass and breaks through a challenge from Parker. It opens up and he drives the ball along the ground and into the net. Can either side find the winner? And on the McCann goal for Sunderland, that should seal it. Arca's driven cross from the left reaches McCann. He drops the shoulder as the ball runs across him, giving him the space to play a neat finish into the net with his second touch. A fantastic finish from the Black Cats. We await news on Mario Melchiot's penalty for Chelsea. Ray Karashi has McCann first sub with Biscan out, getting him in. Well done. Scored by Mario Melchiot. Assist goes to Leon Knight. Blackburn 0, Chelsea 2. Mario Melchiot at it again. I wonder if he's on people's benches. I bet he's on a few. Alan Mott Daddy's happy with the Julio goal, or assist rather. Scala, Melchiot on pens too. There you go. Adam English, Melchiot on the bench. Rest in peace. Ram, it's all happening in the last 10 minutes. Not a low-scoring game week anymore. Talon Nadeem, the GOAT. Luke called it. Brendan Davis, bench Melchiot. Talon Nadeem, but he's benched Melchiot. And Burley. Oh, my God. Remains goalless between Hull and Luton, by the way. At the KC or KCOM, whatever it's called these days. Luton have just had a great chance to win it. On the Melchiot penalty, that should wrap things up. Westerveld gets a hand to the spot kick, but he can't keep it out, and Melchiot is at it again. A good win for Chelsea, surely now. Andrew Marty, Melchiot should get Player of the Month for March. Did Kieran Dyer get it for February, mate? Ray Karashi, Melchiot could be an essential going forward. This fucking champ man, fam. No one's injured. As soon as someone becomes essential, they're injured. Optimus, come on Ipswich, double defence, 3 minutes to hold the clean sheet, come on. Ray Karashi, 5 minutes, so can afford to bench him. That's nothing to tell you about. Gary Shepherd, given put your hand on your heart penalty. Oh my lord. Rob Reed, think I'm doing alright. Rob Reed, welcome to Patreon. Did you see the message I sent you? He's doing alright for once. Got Hart, Arca, Taggart, Scowcroft, Salakovic, Phillips and Sturridge. Just need a Viduka captain in return. I don't think you do, mate. You've smashed it. You'll be one of the best ranked players this game week with that score. Azzy, what version of Champ Man and how do you get hold of it? Always had trouble downloading old versions. 0102, it's available for free. Go and have a search for that. Brendan Davis, that's good for Wigan. It's in their own hands if it finishes 0-0. Luton having another big breakaway at Hull. Should have done better with it. Scala says free download from FM Scout. That's in response to Azzy, Joe Finney, but Andy Martin. How do you feel that I bench boosted with Jesus, De Bruyne and Fernandes on my bench? Like you're a troll. Another hoops. Luton 1-0 up. Luton scored. Wow, that's Hull dead. That is a big goal. I'm well behind you guys. Luton have scored in Championship against Hull. Big goal. Come switch hold on 2 minutes. Yeah, Optimus is counting down the minutes. I'm just watching this Luton goal back now. Oh, what's the keeper doing now? It's not even in the corner. Your man's doing the fucking Loire flips and stuff. I mean, he hit it well. It's from distance, but it's nowhere near the corner unless it took a deflection. Keeper's got to do better. Cardiff have a third at Middlesbrough. Josh Murphy, the scorer. Oh, no wonder he's doing a flip like Loire. It is Loire. Kazenga. That's where I've seen that flip before. It's Kazenga Loire. No probs, Rob Reed. Yeah, basically, we saw you sign up for Patreon while we were recording our Patreon podcast, so we just thought we'd give you a shout out there and then. That puts at the bottom of the table Luton on 48 points, Hull on 45. Hull would be relegated, essentially. Barnsley need 2 wins to have any chance of staying up. Hull would be relegated because of the goal difference to Charlton. And Wigan would be, or maybe they wouldn't be because of Wigan, but they're getting fucked anyway, Hull. Wigan would be 10 points clear, I think. I really want Wigan to get out of it, but I'd like Luton to get out of it as well. Gary Shepherd, oh God, a Melchiot penalty. There's always late drama, isn't there? A late winning goal somewhere, ecstasy for some, misery for others. Yep, there is one more goal to go as we hit added time in game week 31. And West Ham have won it. Joe Cole is the scorer, no assister. West Ham have the greatest moment in their history since some fucking black and white tin pot trophy was won in the mid-60s. Joe Cole is the scorer. There is no assister. Charlton 2, West Ham 3. They've come back against the 10 men. Could they yet stay up, West Ham? No. Another hoop saying you're Wigan at 10 points clear. As he's saying, Blackburn back in front of the Championship Barmy game. Joe Finney better. Watford versus Luton next season. I went to the last one in 0506. Never thought you'd see that again, did you? Another hoops. Just got to hope Wigan beat Fulham and either Charlton or Luton lose then. Yeah, I don't think it's as simple as that, mate. Gary Shepherd has just said, James, you need to message every other patron as well now. No. Listen, every patron has had a personal message from me, mate. You told me you didn't get one? Exactly. Back in your box. On the Cole go, it's a long way in their fight for survival and likely a forlorn fight. But does this give them a sniff? Cole breaks into the box and Robert... No, I can't smell anything. Cole breaks into the box and Roberts denies him superbly. But Cole beats him to the loose ball and slots home. The away end erupts. B. Conway, midfield 3 this week of Cole, Scowcroft and Salakovic. Andrew Martin, Cole loves a no assist goal. FPL Hitman, I'm just waiting for my name in Sharpie in the studio. Listen, Sudge will be fucking writing it. As yes, Blackburn lead Reading 4-3. Wow, Bunting. Good finish that. It's not officially over yet, but that's what I'm waiting for. So, excuse me. Are you actually telling me that Arsenal did not bring Thierry Henry on? Is that what we're being told, by the way? If that's just gone past people. Full times confirmed. BPS and save points to follow. Surely Arsenal did not bring on Thierry Henry. We'd have known about it, right? Did they make like no changes? Fucking bizarre. Did I miss it? I'm going back through all the trades. No, nothing on the third goal. Maybe they're leaving it for the drama, so I can say, yeah, Thierry Henry came in the 9th minute. As far as I'm concerned, he didn't come on. Dave Perrin's confirming Thierry Henry did not come on for Arsenal. Wow, stunning. Right, BPS incoming. We will start at Ewood Park, and I wish you all luck with these. I think there could be some big differences this game week. I hope you all end up with green arrows. You fucking won't, but I'm wishing you luck anyway. Right, Ewood Park, top bonus goes to Chelsea defender Marcel Desailly. 2 bonus points for Carlo Cudicini, Mario Melchior, Celestine Babiaro, John Terry, Gianfranco Zola, Mikel Forsell, Henning Berg, David Wetherill, Matt Jansen and Marcus Bent. Just loads there. 1 save point bonus for Chelsea keeper Carlo Cudicini. 1 booking in the match was for Blackburn Rovers 2 guy. Desailly's man of match performance was a 9 out of 10. Everybody else in the bonus receiving 8. Blackburn made no changes during the game. Chelsea used Leon Knight to replace Gianfranco Zola on 77 minutes. Albert Ferrer replaced the injured Jesper Gronkiard on 87. Gronkiard replaced Carboni on 59. Top bonus at the Valley goes to West Ham United's Steve Lomas, who's provided a man of the match 10 out of 10 performance. There are 2 bonus points for Joe Cole, also 10 out of 10 match rating. And there is 1 bonus point for Charlton's Jason Yule, who has a 9 out of 10 performance. Charlton obviously lost. Dean Kiley sent off after 31 minutes when they had led 2-0. Jason Yule was the sacrifice for sub-keeper Ben Roberts. Charlton also used John Robinson to replace Klaus Jensen on 46 minutes. West Ham lost Jermaine Defoe through injury on 44 minutes using Leon Phelan to replace him. West Ham's other change was Christian Daly for Izzy Rekpen on 63 minutes. Despite losing 3-1 at Derby County, an Arsenal player has won man of the match. And you know that Ashley Cole has been picking him up for fun recently. But it's not him. Top bonus goes to Carno. 2 bonus points for Horatio Carbonari. 1 bonus point for Mark Poom, Chris Riggott, Craig Burley, and Ashley Cole. Sheffield Wednesday have a late goal at Fulham. It's now 4-3 to Fulham in the Championship. Mark Poom has 2 save points. David Seaman 1 save point. Riggott, Burley, Lee Dixon all but. Dixon's match rating a 5 out of 10 performance. Kanu's man of the match, 9 out of 10. Carbonari, 9 out of 10. The rest in the bonus on 8 out of 10. Arsenal's sole change was Tony Adams for Martin Keown on 87 minutes. Wow. Derby's changes were all in the final 10 minutes. Kinkladze, Makoko and Mawene all used to replace Christie, Ravanelli and Jolien Lescott. Top bonus at Craven Cottage, where Tigana is hanging by a thread. Will we last until game week 32? Goes to Ipswich Town's Marcus Stewart. There were also 2 bonus points for Matteo Sereni, Chris Coleman, John Collins and Steve Marley, the 3 of them obviously of Fulham. Also 2 save point bonus for Sereni. He's picked up a 10-pointer here, the Ipswich goalkeeper. Not a single player booked in the match, and the only change was Fulham's Stephen Foster for Alan Gomar on 65 minutes. Herman Haridason, 6 out of 10 rating. Top bonus at Ellen Road goes to Leeds United's assister of the winning goal. Or was it scorer? Can't fucking remember now. Was it scorer? Yeah, scorer. Harry Kewell. 2 bonus points for the assister, Ian Hart. Fulham have a 5th against Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship, scored by Bobby Reid. That should settle it now. It's Fulham 5, Sheffield Wednesday 3. Some mad fucking games in the Championship. Fulham winning 5-3, Blackburn winning 4-3, QPR winning 4-2. Crazy. 2 bonus points for Ian Hart, Lucas Radaby, Jonathan Woodgate, Mark Viduka, Isle Berkovic, Shay Given, Wayne Quinn and Kieran Dyer. 1 save point bonus for Shay Given. So Kewell's man of match rating was an 8 out of 10. All those on 2 bonus points, also 8 out of 10 ratings. Leeds lost Alan Mabry to injury on 12 minutes, replaced by Gary Kelly, and also used Isle Berkovic to replace Olivier Decour on 25. Radaby and Shearer were the only players booked in the match. Obviously, Newcastle's Steve Chettle was sent off. Newcastle's sole change was Warren Barton for Craig Bellamy on 25 minutes. Top bonus at Filbert Street almost inevitably goes to Leicester forward Dean Sturridge. There are 2 bonus points for the Jerry Ferry, Jerry Taggart, Dennis Wise and James Scowcroft, all popular. Andy Impey and Muzzy Izzet also have 2 bonus points. 1 save point for each keeper, Moss and Flowers. The only booking in the match was for Southampton substitute Rory Delap, who was used to replace Mark Draper on 50 minutes. Draper, Gavin Ray, Jason Dodd, all 5 out of 10s for Southampton. What looks like a fairly poor performance. Leicester's changes were Joby McAnuff for Delaney on 50 minutes, denying him clean sheet points. Muzzy Izzet replaced Robbie Savage on 64 minutes. Top bonus at Anfield in a high-scoring encounter between Liverpool and Everton, won by the Reds 4-2 in the Merseyside derby, goes to Emil Heskey. 2 bonus points go to Jamie Carragher. 1 bonus point for Sammy Hippier, Stephen Wright, Stephen Gerrard, Robbie Fowler, Duncan Ferguson and Thomas Radzinski. 1 save point bonus for Gerrard. The only booking... Paul Gerrard, obviously, not Steven Gerrard. It's not fucking official FPL. We got fucking Leandro Trossard jumping all over the place, making saves. 1 save point bonus for Paul Gerrard, and I didn't even tee that one up. The only booking in the match was for Everton's Gary Naismith. Liverpool made 1 change, using Smeetser to replace Danny Murphy on 51 minutes. Emil Heskey's man of the match rating was a 10 out of 10. Carragher a 9. The others on bonus 8 out of 10s. Everton's sole change was Scott Gemmell for Leon Osman on 77 minutes. Top bonus at the Stadium of Light goes to Sunderland's Kevin Phillips. 2 bonus points for Danny Mills. 1 for Thomas Sorensen, Julio Arca, Pierre Issa, Emerson Tome, Michael Gray, Gianluca Festa and Dean Windass. There are also 2 save point bonus for Crossley, 1 for Sorensen. The only booking in the match was for Sunderland's Michael Gray. Sunderland used Till and Bellion in the final 25 minutes to replace Bart Williams and Medina respectively. Paul Ince was replaced on 41 minutes by Noel Whelan. Hamilton Rickard replaced by Dean Windass at half time. Windass, interestingly, with an 8 out of 10 rating in the second half. And Middlesbrough's other change was Ian Pearce for Robbie Stockdale on 77 minutes. Top bonus at White Hart Lane in the 2-2 draw between Tottenham and Aston Villa, as the official account says, never a dull game at the Lane. Top bonus does go to Sergei Rebrov. There were 2 bonus points for Goran Bunjevcevic, Gus Poyet, Quinton Fortune, Peter Schmeichel, Gareth Barry, Alpine, and David Ginola. Also 2 save point bonus for Peter Schmeichel. Going to end up, I think, with a 5-pointer there, Schmeichel. 1 booking in the match was for Aston Villa's Dion Dublin. Villa's sole change was Hadji for Steve Stone on 56 minutes. Spurs had replaced Christian Ziege on 51 minutes with Simon Davis, and the Ginger Pelly, Gary Doherty, replaced Chris Perry 12 minutes before the end. Salakovic's rating was a 7 out of 10. No bonus for him. Wins confirmed for Swansea, Preston, Luton, Blackburn in the Championship. QPR, Cardiff and Fulham will lead by 2 goals, so they will all be winning as well. Thanks very much, guys. Really enjoyed that. Good fun. Much love. Good luck with your FPL game weeks. Feels a little odd doing this at this time and the FPL game week hasn't started yet. But I wish you all the very, very best of luck. In terms of content for this Tuesday, 8:30, I'll have coverage of Villa Arsenal. Millwall have pulled one back at QPR, actually. It's 4-3. I'll have coverage of Villa Arsenal. We'll cover that game and obviously have coverage of the first half of Manchester United's double game week 32. Look forward to that very much. On Planet FPL on Monday, we'll be reviewing all the action from the weekend. That includes a more detailed look at the FA Cup semi-finals, what we can then expect from the remaining Tuesday, Wednesday fixtures. And then on Thursday, we'll review the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday games as well. Keep you right up to date. Twice, 2 featured podcasts this week where we're going to split all the fixtures into 2 different podcasts. My Ask James stream this week is likely to be on Tuesday, because Clash of the Correspondents this week is going to be on Friday with Spirit Blues and AFC BNG, Everton and Bournemouth ahead of game week 38. 2 teams that 3 hitters may well want to have a strong look at. Thank you very much, guys. That's all for now. Enjoy the very best of fucking hell, could be it is. The rest of your weekend. Best of luck in FPL. Give the video a like on your way out. I love you all, guys. We are in the final run-in for Champ Man now. I hope your arrows are green. Ciao for now, everyone.